Oh my god. Starting soon. Oh, it is the top of the hour now, so I am getting started. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Soon, very soon. Like super duper soon. My guest is just finishing their stream up. They're going to be bringing over their community, which is super nice of them. And then we're going to get to know them. They're a mimic. You're a cutie pie, Bradley. How are you feeling? You were saying you were feeling pretty good, right? Like a little down, but... Or not down, but... Feeling the effects of your shot. I love that sound effect. Hey everybody, how you all doing? Sore because of the jab? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I am all set up on my end. Hey, is it pronounced Elboim? I'm gonna call you L. Hey L, how you doing? I only managed to catch the end of your streaming, but it's always fun to actually catch yours. I love your energy. Hey Arrow. Can just call the Mimic? Okie doke. I'll just call you Mimic then. You can go ahead and give me that call whenever you're ready. Got my questions up on screen, right? I do. I am a professional. Still waking up kitten sounds. Kaida, you're cute. Why is YouTube or my browser doing this? Please tell me I'm not still muted. Good, I'm not still muted. I wasn't seeing my audio levels in OBS, and I got a little scared. Oh, perfect. Hey, Mimic, how you doing?
Hey, Riley! Hello! You want a ninja link?
Oh, please. That would 100% be preferred.
Let's do this.
Like that.
Virtual camera.
Move my OBS so I'm not staring off at distance. Add. No. Add a source. Oh, it's actually a different pop-up.
Could not start video source. What? Oh, here, yeah. I need video studio. Got it. No audio. Got it. Start this. Copy link. Send to Briley. Here's your ninja link.
Certainly prefer having these links for the videos that go out. That go up. Come on, you can do it. It's doing it. Wow, you're off in the bottom corner, though.
Wait, I'll fix it.
Edit. Add filter. Color.
Hello. Remove this cog.
Why did you have that cog on there?
I played the Incredible Machine, where you use cogs and such to build machinery.
Oh,
So...
that was the game you were playing.
Yeah, so I just put a cog on my face.
That's pretty cute. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great! It's so glad being here. So fun. Yeah, it's gonna be my first interview.
Oh, really? I have been other people's firsts as well.
Oh!
Like, for some people, I actually was the first person to collaborate with them.
Oh, that's so fun. I love looking for people who never collabed before and then play D&D or such with them. And the first feeling, the first collab, it just feels so good. It's so
It really
special.
does. It's like it's a
This was played
special
it in high school.
connection.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience? Name, pronouns,
Yeah,
that
let's
kind of
do
thing?
it. Mm-hmm. Surprise attack, everyone! You encounter an L-boy mimic. I'm a D20 mimic Vtuber. I'm doing D&D, tarot reading, music, writing, and many collabs. And I love first-time collabs with people because I really look at myself as someone who can ease people into collabs. My pronouns are he, him, but as I'm a dice, you can use it for the lols if you want to. I also have a human form that I still use sometimes, the PNG, and hope to make a human model in the future. But right now, I just love this model so much.
I honestly really love that dice model too. Do you go by any nicknames?
So the nickname is Mikun, Mimikun, just Mimic. Anything works really. Elbaim is the last name, and as the Japanese go, I'm going last name first, then first name. So Elboy Mimic.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah. And Elboy means olive tree in Polish. So in my lore, I'm basically made from the sap of a magical olive tree.
Sap of a magical olive tree. I really love that.
Oh, thank you.
It is
Very
certainly unique
simplistic.
for lore.
Yeah, I thought of let's go crazy and simple.
It, yeah, you don't have to really go into depth too much as long as you got that interesting concept. And honestly,
Mm-hmm.
how many mimic VTubers are there?
Uh, I don't know of any others. So, and I went even
Exactly.
farther, like a mimic D20. So that's even more.
Yeah, that really helps catch people's eyes because
Mm-hmm.
it's out of the blue, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Or out of the purple.
So, what platforms are you on?
I'm on. I started on YouTube, and I uploaded many videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's really hard to grow on YouTube. It felt impossible. And then I moved to Twitch, and the Twitch community is so welcoming and accepting, and the raid system uh, and streaming with is so much easier than in YouTube. It feels like it just works, you know. So I went Twitch all the way, and now I use YouTube basically as my archive.
Oh, okay. I actually have been multi-streaming to YouTube, and today I'm trying something a little different to see if I can play the algorithm to my benefit.
Ooh.
We will see how this actually turns out. I'm not watching viewer count right now. I'm more focused on chatting with you.
Mm-hmm. That's the
So
best approach.
it really is. Like, it is important to pay attention to trends of what stuff you're doing that is getting views, and then what
Mm-hmm.
stuff isn't really getting the clicks, and then trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out what's best for you.
Yeah. And it's really hard not to focus on the numbers because you see them. Like right now, I watch your stream and I see all the other people I follow, and I see people who were like, I don't know, 2 viewers a few weeks ago, and now they're like on 30 or 50, and I'm so jealous. Like, no, how did they do this? But it's not a competition, and you shouldn't look at it like a competition. You just do what you can, and hard work, and it will come there at the end.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I've I've been at this what, almost 2 years now? At
Really?
least a year and a half. And I was at 2 viewer average for most of that time, even
Mm-hmm.
though I hit affiliate in 1 month. But I found Twitter, or I started using Twitter and came across VTuber Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and then now I've actually found traction. It's bonkers how quick it can happen when you find your proper niche.
Yes, the niche. Yes. I looked for my niche for a long time. Then after about 2 months of basically nothing, I decided it's time to do collabs. So I started doing collabs, and it was very hard to get people to collab with me because I was a nobody. And I got many rejections like we don't know you, your energy is not what we're looking for. I only collab with friends or close friends. And I still get rejected by collabs. But slowly I got people uh, to collab with me. And then one day I got the courage to do D&D. I'm doing D&D in real life with children for the past 10 years. And I
Oh,
really wanted
really?
to do D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, yeah. I really wanted to do that as a VTuber on streaming. But I was afraid, what if people don't like it? What if I can't deal with the maps, with the online stuff? It was kind of complicated. Um, and one day, I decided to go for it. I opened the Discord server, and I wrote on Twitter, VTubers who want to play D&D, contact me. And I got 100 people to join the Discord overnight. It
Oh,
was out of
wow.
nowhere. Like, what? How are there? How are there so many people who want to play D&D?
It is
Then
honestly
we
popular.
That's unbelievable. And we started this high school D&D thingy where we play D&D in this VTuber high school, and there's monsters in there. Um, and it was about 12 streams, and over 50 VTubers participated in total.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. And then I started doing one-on-one D&D as well, and now I'm going to build the second season of VTube High. But during the time I did VTube High, I got so much traction. That was my niche for a while. But I do try to keep my main gimmick as a variety streamer because I don't want to focus on one thing. And if one day it doesn't work anymore, I'm stuck with it. I want to do everything. So games, music, writing, D&D, tarot reading, anything, all of the skills that I got in my life, I'm going to use them.
Yeah, and that'll really help branch out your audience because
Mm-hmm.
lots of different people like lots of different things. I myself have been trying to branch out, but unfortunately, with switching to multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch, my
Mm-hmm.
computer can't really handle gaming streams anymore.
Mm.
So I am kind of leaning into what kind of just chatting streams can I actually do? And I've got a few ideas. So, what
It,
inspired you to start making content in the first place?
so I've been watching streamers for many years, and I played around with the idea of being a streamer myself. But I don't know, just didn't happen for some reason. I tried doing a stream once or twice, and it just maybe it's my confidence in English, maybe it's my confidence in my presentation abilities. It just didn't catch for some reason. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, especially with the Hololive English girls, I started watching VTubers the whole day. This is basically what I've done. And Vishojo girls and Niji Sanji and all the interaction. And I thought, man, I gotta be there. I gotta be there and play games with them. Um, at the same time, I didn't really have money for a fancy model, and it kind of was too much for me because I saw that you need so many programs. You need VTube Studio and OBS, and you need model, and you need assets, and you need overlays, and you need so many people. Then you need to start build yourself on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch and a Discord server. It was too much. So I went to Fiverr and I looked for someone who can make me both the model and the rigging. And I found Miss Virus, who's an amazing artist, and she made me this model. And I thought at first this is gonna be just a joke, just to see how the model looks. And I got it, and it moved. And I thought, okay, I gotta start streaming, and just started. And I streamed for 2 months to zero viewers, really zero viewers. Every once in a while there was one person join, say hi, and then left. And I interacted with my chat like there's 1,000 people watching me. That was the trick. And every day I would watch YouTube videos on how to be a better streamer, what you should do. And I made some songs on YouTube about other VTubers. Some songs got the attention of big VTubers. I made a song about Iron Mouse, and she watched it.
She
And
did?
that, yeah, she watched it live, out of nowhere. She had about
That's
8,000
awesome.
people watching at the same time, and the video got 50,000 views in like 2 weeks.
It's amazing.
Really out of nowhere, and that's kind of gave me the push to do more songs. The other songs were not that successful. I mean, Takanashi Kiara saw a song I made about her. I'm pretty confident that Gura saw a song I made about her, although there's no way to prove that because she didn't say that. But she did kind of hinted at it in the next day's stream. And I did many songs about the Vishojo girls and Iji Sanji and Hololive. And after 30 songs, I decided to start streaming games on Twitch almost every day. And like you said, my computer is not that strong, so I started playing old games, really old games. Like today, I played the Incredible Machine from 1993. So I played many point-and-click adventure games from my childhood, basically, from the 90s, even a bit from the 80s. And I'm really trying to be more of a gimmick VTuber, not playing the mainstream games. I don't care about Valorant and Apex and Minecraft and Fortnite and those, and Overwatch. I want to play games that nobody else plays.
That is one of the best ways to actually grow as a smaller streamer on Twitch. It's finding the games that people find interesting, but not a lot of people are streaming them. Like The Incredible Machine.
Yeah. And actually, I'm kind of surprised at how many people watched this today. I had a peak of 15 people,
That's
and
awesome.
the chat was really active. And you think this is a 1993 game? It's kind of cool. And it's a game I grew up playing. I didn't play all this. I played like only a few stages. So today I saw a lot of stages that I had no idea how to solve. But I thought, oh man, I'm introducing a game to people that they've never heard of, which is it's really exciting. So to your question, why did I become a VTuber? I want to show my world to the world. I want to show the games that I love. I want to show the D&D in my style because I play D&D in very different style than other streaming dungeon master. I want to play tower. I want to do tower readings in my style. I want to do music and writing in my style. I want to write a book on stream one day.
Oh, yeah?
Probably, yeah. I've published 8 books in my
Hey?
country, and I'm working on the 9th book right now. But they are in Hebrew. So one day I want to translate them to English. One day I want to write a book on stream. One day I want to put my books on Amazon, and that will be just an extra layer to VTubing.
Yeah, you've got a pretty wide reach going out there. I do want to check out more of your D&D stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've
In a way, I
mostly
think
played 3.5, but I have been playing a bit of 5. It's just
I
been
played
too
with my
long.
friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've played with my friends since the first edition. We found some booklets of first edition in one of our friends' attic. So we just started playing the first edition, and then we moved to the second, and 3 and 3.5. And we tried all kinds of versions, 4 and 5, and Exalted, and Shadowrun, and some other stuff. And when I started doing that with kids as a work, as a job, you kind of put the rules aside and focus more on having fun. So breaking the rules and mostly having fun, that's the important parts.
That really is. At the end of the day, it's about having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes rules just do get in the way, but typically I tend to stick to game rules unless there's a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
Just makes it easier for getting the game going in the first place.
Mm-hmm. As long as you can schedule a time that everyone can meet.
The hardest part about being a VTuber, scheduling collaborations.
Yeah. You know, I got about 5 or 6 collabs cancelled this week only.
Oh my god, I've had
It's
4 in
just
one weekend. It's not fun.
it's just a part of it. It's just a part, and everyone has a legit reason.
Mm-hmm.
some people with anxiety, some people got sick because of the season. This is a part of it. I'm sorry, Misana, actually I canceled the collab with her. That's fine. That doesn't count. That one doesn't count. Also today I thought that Briley canceled on me because for some reason I wrote the time 3 hours earlier. I
I
don't know
was
why.
asleep when you called me.
Yeah, and I'm like, what's happening? Why is Bradley not answering? Then I looked, your time was PST, and maybe I wrote some CST or stuff, like time zones.
I think
Ah,
most people, or at least most North American streamers, are on the East Coast for some reason.
mm-hmm.
I haven't met too many people on the West Coast like myself.
Yeah, and every time, it's still hard for me to understand that PST and EST are, how much is that, 4 hours different or
3
something?
hours difference.
3 hours, but this is so much. That is so much.
It
And
really
now
is.
we're going to
Fun
change, tonight we're
country.
going to change the summer clock, in Europe at least.
Yes.
And
For
it's gonna
us,
make so
daylight
much mess.
savings fall back, so we're going back an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be dark when I get to work again.
Yeah, same here. And all of my collabs are gonna mess up again. It's just part of being a streamer.
Especially a streamer that has to work full time.
Someone asked me this week. It was Momonchi. I collabed with her this week. We did D&D ASMR. And I always wanted to do D&D ASMR,
How did
but I
that
don't do
work?
ASMR. I just don't know how to do ASMR. I know how to do D&D. So I asked Momonchi, we talked about an hour about what to do on the stream. And I asked out of nowhere, did you ever do ASMR? And she's like, yeah, I do ASMR a lot. Oh my god, let's do D&D ASMR. That was so stupid. It basically was like, a dragon attacks you. You pull up your sword and you roll a die. You get a 20, you kill the dragon. We did
And then,
that for like 3 hours.
and then you have like little dice rolling sounds playing as well.
Yeah. And we get like, you hear someone walking in the snow. And she said after that two things that really warmed my heart. First of all, she said that from Discord, she didn't think the stream is going to go well because it doesn't sound good and so on. But then she listened to the final result and it was amazing. It sounds so good. OBS with all the sound filters did an amazing job. And the second, she asked me if this is my full-time job. And I said, no, but I want it to be. So I really treat this as my full-time job. I do this almost the whole day. If I'm not streaming, I'm writing nonsense on Twitter and network with friends on Discord, and I'm finding new collabs for next week. I really work on this almost 24/7. And I'm still doing university. I'm doing a master's degree, and it's the end of the degree, so really pushes this to the side. My books are pushed to the side. Everything is pushed to the side because I'm really focusing on that. I just love this so much.
Yeah, a
Taking
master's degree is pretty important to get.
well, yes and no. I mean, at the
Well,
end, it
it's a
won't
good thing
assist
to get at
me,
least.
but I want it. I really want it,
Mhm.
just for the fancy. Say, hey, I'm a master degree. I'm a I'm a magus.
A master degree VTuber.
Yeah, master's degree YouTuber.
So how
So
long
yeah,
have you been creating content?
I started on 7th of June. So almost 5 months. Next week it's gonna be 5 months.
Oh, wow.
And the first 2 months I basically streamed to 0 viewers, and then I started collabs, and it took me about 2 more months to become affiliated. Maybe a month and a half. So being affiliated was really hard for me. I had everything. I actually have everything I need to become a partner. The only thing I needed was the average viewers. She's for some people it's really easy. For some people it's really hard. For me, it was the hardest.
Yeah, for a lot
And
of people, the average viewers is usually the hardest part.
mhm. Because I streamed so many hours and so many days, just needed more viewers. And even when I got, one day I got a raid of 40 people or something. Hey, Red Cobra, welcome!
Hey.
And I got a raid of about 40 people. I was so excited, like, oh my god. And that increased my average to whatever I needed. But I still had a month of 0 viewers streams, so I had to wait for this to to go off.
I know the feeling.
And every day is like the one goes to 1.1 and goes up to 1.2 and goes up to 1.3. Like, oh, make me affiliated already. But when I became affiliated, I already had an average of about 7 or 8 viewers.
Oh, nice. I think I'm
so
sitting around 7 on Twitch.
yeah, so in a way it was organically at the end. And honestly, I have a rough case of imposter syndrome. Like, I believe every VTuber has that in a way, or every streamer. You always feel like you're not good enough. And I always ask myself, these people who watch me, is this real? Are they really watching me? I mean, why do they watch me? Am I really interesting?
Are they watching me because they think I'm entertaining, or because they think they can get clout because I've got 1,000 followers on Twitter? It's
I don't care about the clouds.
irrational, intrusive thoughts. At least for me,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And I'm aware of that, so I'm actually able to push back against it for myself, and actually push myself to chat and collaborate with people.
So I'm going from the other way around. I got yesterday to 4,000 followers on Twitter.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Thank you. And if you remember me, because I use less VTuber supporters now because I feel I want to. I'm so thankful to the VTuber supporter community. And Riley is known as, to me at least, the fastest supporter. Whenever I tagged Briley, like instantly it gets retweeted. It was crazy. And
There
since I got
was a
to
time where I was not working for a few months, so I was actually on my phone so much. I just happened to see him.
since I got to 2,000, I feel like, you know what? I don't need VTuber supporters as much as I needed. Let's save them to people who actually need them. So I use VTuber supporters only about once a week when I do a big event or a schedule or stuff like that. And after a few, maybe 24 hours, I delete the VTuber support posts so they can focus on people who need them, because I'm so thankful. And about the numbers, 4,000. I could not care less. The only good thing about this is that it gets me closer to people in those numbers who will not ignore me. So when I was 200, and just to say that, I was on 200 followers about a month ago. This huge growth for me, it's out of nowhere. And honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Some people ask me, what are you doing? I don't know. I really don't know. Just messing around with Twitter and writing stupid posts and trying to be original.
I have an idea of why it's been pretty successful for you. First of all, you've got a very unique style and brand. I mean, there are literally no other DICE VTubers. And second of all, D&D is pretty popular. Third, you've been leaning pretty hard into one of the 3 pillars of content creation, that being networking. And networking is not just going into people's Discord servers and posting a going live message. It's actually communicating with people, becoming friends with them, collaborating with them. Because as you do that, everybody's audiences begin to sort of come together and then start to bleed into each other, and everybody actually starts growing from that organically.
Oh, yeah. What are the other 2 pillars?
The 3 pillars are content, consistency, and networking.
Oh, I see. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
You got to make sure that the content you are putting out is as entertaining and as originally phrased as you can. You got to do it relatively consistently so that people know roughly when a new video is going to come out, or when your streams are coming out. And then networking to, well, network. Meet with other content creators? Find people
Yeah.
to raid to drop off at the end of your streams, that kind of thing.
In a way, I was always afraid that one day maybe I'll get banned on one platform, or maybe one platform will close. Let's say Twitch bans me or shuts down. Then I'm left with nothing. So I'm really worried about that, and I want to try all platforms at the same time. I want to have a community on Twitter and on Discord, on YouTube, on Twitch. So if something happens in one platform, I have the rest. And every platform is so different, but I kind of enjoy Twitter, just messing up with stuff. Like yesterday, or was it today? I don't know. In streaming, in Vtuber time, every week it feels like a year. Seriously. And yesterday I posted, I'm going to Paris next week for a vacation, finally. First vacation.
Oh,
So I
nice.
posted, how do you, what was that?
How do you
How
pick
do
up
you
French girls?
impress? Yeah, how do you impress French girls? And I got the funniest answers.
You ever been to Quebec? I'm sorry. That
No.
was the one I saw.
Uh, and so many people went with the omelette de fromage joke from Dexter's Lab.
Of course
And
they
someone
did.
wrote, what does that? Tell them my pee is harder than a 3-day-old baguette. And it's so fun.
I don't think
And
that one would quite work on me. Just
no,
saying.
it was wrong answers only. So best pickup lines. Miss
Yeah,
Allen's
that
French.
that does make them the
She knows.
best.
It was so fun. And every post that's related to romance explodes. I don't know why. I think my biggest post was, how do I get a girlfriend? Wrong answers only. And I got 700 comments in a few days.
Wow.
It's so many comments that Twitter won't allow me to see all of them. It only shows me the first 200 or so. It's like 500 comments I can't even read.
Jeez, really? I didn't know that
Yeah.
actually worked that way.
Yeah, it's complicated. I was looking on the internet of a way to filter Twitter posts properly, but so complicated. Twitter really makes it hard for you. Also, Twitch sometimes, it's not, all of these platforms are not as friendly as I would want them to be. But as for networking, when I started, I had these 3 rules. Networking is one of them. Also, be positive. Only positivity. No negativity on stream. Only positivity. And even if someone writes something like, hey, my dad died today, or I just came back from the hospital, then I would go like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know what? It's time to be strong, and let's have some fun together to forget this for a couple of hours, because I don't want negativity. I just want positivity on stream.
Yeah.
And the third one is stay the hell away from drama. Any kind of drama, run the other way. Don't deal with dramas at all.
I
And
can
so far it
definitely
works.
agree with that.
It aligns with the 3 pillars that you said, in a way: the networking, the consistency, and the original content.
Really does. Is there, what's something you wish you were taught when you first got into content creation?
Mm, that's a good question. It's a really good question, because everything, I don't know if there's a big secret, because I wanted to do collabs, but I wasn't prepared. I was kind of afraid. So even knowing that would not help, because I needed to be there. And I wanted to do D&D, but I was afraid. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I don't know that yet. The secret, I still don't know it. Maybe how important collabs are. Maybe that SCAF is a part. I'm trying to think if there's something that knowing earlier would have changed anything. You know what? Maybe that there's a Arrow in a nutshell, who is my mod and a good friend, and he's been helping me a lot. He told me something very early on. He told me, listen, this community of VTubers, everyone in this community hides behind a mask, basically. We hide behind characters. Now, I reveal myself a lot. I do a lot of face streams. I show my face on Twitter. I don't care. But most people don't. everyone hides something. Everyone can be crazy. There are many crazies in this community. Just be aware of that. And don't be surprised when someone you know happens to be a crazy person. Now, luckily, I don't see a lot of these people. Most people that I got to collab with are amazing, super nice, super wholesome. Um, I think in my last 2.5 months, I collabed with more than 100 people. I
Oh,
kid you not.
wow.
About 50 from D&D, and about 50 more with random collabs along the week. And mostly big collabs, like Jackbox collabs that I organized, or Among Us collabs which other people organize, which I hate, but you can't say no. If you're invited to a collab, you gotta do it. You have to do it.
I agree with you there. I am not a fan of Among
Mhm.
Us, but like for a group stream, I can be convinced.
Mhm. I had last week an Among Us with 13 people. And I could survive for about 2 hours before my head was like, oh, that's enough. Enough. Because
13 people playing it?
it's so freaking chaotic. And if I know every single one of them, I can understand how to do it. But I didn't know any of them. Uh, and sometimes it's just you have to do it. You have to do it because you want to be there. You want to be somewhere. And those people, they follow you and you follow them. And then next time you can invite them to a collab and they feel more comfortable because they know you and so on. And there's so many stories about that. So about after streaming with about 100 people, I can say that there's roughly 5 people I would never ever collab with. And it's only because one of them is too negative, and one of them has dramas around them, and one of them doesn't like me, and one of them I don't know. It's just uh,
Yeah, and we
people
don't
that I
need to get
don't.
into any calling out. We can
No,
address
no, of
drama
course not. No, no,
without
of course not. No, no, no. I'll never call out
viling
people.
into it. Absolutely not. I
I will
didn't
never call
expect you
out people.
to. I'm just
Yeah.
letting any people in the audience that don't really know, I just wanted to
Yeah,
let
yeah,
them know our stances.
yeah. If you call out people, it's like throwing mud, and you cannot throw mud without getting dirty yourself. So, that's my rule of staying the hell away from drama. Um, and the people that I don't want to collab with, I don't think they know that. It's just my personal. Like one of them, for example, had a really, really bad audio quality, and I just found it hard to collab. One of the most important things for me is audio quality. This is really how I choose if I want to collab with someone or not. I go to the stream and I listen. They have decent audio quality, we're in. If they just have terrible audio quality, I can't enjoy the stream. Um,
For me, I just
but
want to be able to understand them.
mhm.
People got
Yeah,
to
yeah.
work with what they got. Not everybody has a blue Yeti.
Of course, but
And that's not even a good one
uh,
anymore.
yeah.
I need an
Actually,
upgrade.
I have a Blue Yeti that I really love, but I bought it only after 2 months of streaming with the worst eBay microphone that you can imagine.
Ooh.
But I still went to YouTube and researched on how to set the microphone so it sounds good. Um,
Yeah, those filters can really help.
they change everything. They completely change everything. And
Mm-hmm.
here's a secret to everyone: I put the same filters on my desktop audio as well. So when people on Discord get recorded by OBS, they also get the filters. Nobody knows that, but I pulled my filters on you as well.
What?
Not right now because I'm not streaming, but when you collab with
You
me, you get the filters whether you want it or not.
you can
So,
do that?
yes. So you can scream and you will never pick from my side. And then you come out really good.
Oh my god, you can do that.
Yeah. Even though Discord really ruins the sound quality.
Yeah, Discord can be a bit of a problem, but for me, it's mostly understandable. Or it's typically understandable, so I haven't had an issue with it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest project you're currently working on?
Oh, that has to be D&D. So the biggest project before D&D was an 8-person Jackbox collab, and I got 8 Vtubers that I played with before. I knew them, I trusted them, I found them funny, and many of them from America, and I'm from Israel, so the time zone is completely a mess, and I had to be like 4 a.m. for me, and I organized everything. It was perfect. 8 people ready. I literally press play, and my entire street goes black for 3 hours.
No.
I was like, no! That was terrible. The only time it happened. It was so
Oh,
frustrating after I worked so hard. And they all stay in the voice chat and they talk. And I'm like, wait, the electricity will be back. And I'm calling the electricity company and they're like, sorry, and I was like, 3 hours minimum.
that is so
uh,
brutal.
but that's how you learn. You always have to get other plans. So they went to do some other stuff, and when I started doing D and got the 100 people overnight want to play D&D, I got in a different. I took a different method. I broke my hair because I'm a lazy person, and lazy people they find the most original ways to solve problems. So I sat down for a few hours and thought, how do I make these 100 people divide themselves to groups? Because I don't want. I thought at first I'm going to listen to them on stream. I'm going to choose people by energy and get a low energy group and a high energy group. And I started dividing the 100 people by actually make a list and rank them by energy. It was so stupid to do. And it was so much hard work. So instead, I used a bot on Discord, which I had no idea how to do. I just Googled it and found how to. And the bot gives you can choose your time zone. And then it gives you a channel with your time zone. So you go to a channel with your time zone, and I told them instructions. Listen, these are people with your time zone: Europe, North America, West America, East Coast, and so on. Make a group of 5 people, and tell me. Choose a time. Tell me, I'll be there. And it took like 2 weeks out of my job of being just basically waiting, and it worked. It actually worked. And people started to tell me, hey, this is my group. We're doing it 5 p.m. PST. And for me, it's like, I don't know, 3 a.m. So, yeah, okay. I put it in my schedule. And out of nowhere, I have like 10 sessions of D&D
Oh,
with
wow.
different people, different times. I have an Australia group, a Singapore group, a West Coast group, an East Coast group, a Canada group, a Europe group, a East Europe group. It was amazing. It was so amazing. It was out of nowhere 50 players. It was so crazy.
Sounds
And
really fun.
now I just need to prepare for the second season of D&D, VTube High D&D. And that's the big project I'm working. I'm preparing music and maps, and I'm building everything in Roll20. Then I'm going to invite the players, and this time it's gonna be called VTube High Love, and it's gonna be rom-com. It's gonna be D&D rom-com in a high school. Everyone is gonna be a VTuber. All the NPCs are gonna be VTubers. The teachers are gonna be VTubers. It's basically gonna be about VTubers, but it's gonna have the stupidest tropes from rom-com. So it's gonna be a beach episode, a hot springs episode, a love triangle, romance with the teacher episode, class queen, boycott episode, bully episode, and everything that's cringe and overused is gonna be there. And maybe we're gonna have a system that instead of fighting classic ways, you're gonna fight with conversation battles about rom-coms and stuff. So I'm still building this, and I want this time to have maybe more VTubers and less new players, but I also love playing with new players and introduce them to D&D and so on. So that's the big project. It's kind of slowed down, but it will happen.
Not gonna lie, that that sounds amazing, and I kind of want to be a part of it.
Oh, you definitely will.
If we
I will
can't schedule
invite.
time, be more than happy to use my likeness. I will give you whatever PNGs you want.
Oh yeah. Well, you just need your voice to be there. We need you live.
Oh,
That's
that's
the
true.
best thing. Yeah, but it will happen. I'll scream this from the roofs on Twitter and Discord, and whoever want to join will be able to join.
If you could collaborate with any content creator, who would it be?
Hmm. obviously the bigger ones, Hololive girls have been the huge inspiration for me. Niji Sanji girls, especially Nyanners and Iron Mouse, was a huge inspiration. Hime Hina, Tanaka Hime and Suzuki Hina are a couple of Japanese VTubers who focus more on uh, pranks and physical stuff. Like they do actual. I'd say they're like clowns in a way, VTuber clowns, and I love that. I would love to collab with them, sing with them. Mm, but yeah, I mean the people that are great inspiration to me, the big VTubers. Maybe one day I will reach them. I also thought that maybe if one day I reach that hill, that mountain top, maybe they will not be VTubers anymore. Maybe they will be graduated by that time, and I'll have to
No,
collab with different people. But this is part of it. It's a dream. I don't know if it will happen one day. I really hope so. Um,
I hope so too.
and there are a few more. I can't really remember names right now, but there are some people in the lower mountains, like 20,000 followers, stuff like that, that I'm sending messages to. I don't accept them. I don't expect them to accept me, but it would be nice, not for the clout. I don't give a shit about clout, but for the
Is it be
being with
legitimately
someone,
fun to talk to?
yeah, someone who's been doing that for a while, someone who I can learn from a lot. But I get it that I'm still really, really small compared to them, so they wouldn't do that. At the same time, I'm every week collabing with people with 100 viewers, 100 followers, not 100 viewers, sorry, like 0 viewers, 100 followers. Momonchi, which I did D&D ASMR with, she has 400 followers on Twitter. She was actually afraid of collabing with me because she thought that I'm a scammer or something, because it doesn't make sense that someone with 4,000 followers will ask her for a collab. But I don't care about the followers. I want to collab with original people, with people unique. Mm,
And people just entertaining to be around and talk to. And
and it's I
online
really go
clout
with.
is so weird. Like,
Mhm.
my friend has twice the followers on Twitter than I do, but I'm twice the size on YouTube, and we're
Yes,
about the same on Twitch.
that's oh, that is so confusing. I see. Okay, there is one person, for example, that I really wanted to collab with, and they have like 1,000 followers on Twitter, and I'm 4,000. So I thought, okay, that's an easy collab. I would just say hi, and they will probably want to collab with me, right? That makes sense. Um,
One would hope.
but then they said yes. They said yes. But then later they said no. They said I need to wait. Doesn't work right now, and so on. And I went to the Twitch and I saw they have like twice as many followers on me on Twitch. So I thought maybe they got one impression on Twitter, then they got the other impression on Twitch. I don't know, and it's just the numbers are really blinding people. I try to ignore them as much as possible, but it's there. I am happy that I get higher numbers because it does allow me to collab with more people. It's more people notice you. There's no way around it.
Yeah, I mean, we are public figures. There is an element of numbers that we do gotta pay attention to. But it really shouldn't be the primary focus of our attention. It
Mm-hmm.
should be doing the shit we like to do.
Yeah, there is there is some people who completely ignored me in the first place. And then when I got to 1,000 followers, they suddenly send me a message. Hey, I just saw your message from a month ago. I'm so sorry. Um, and it's kind of insulting in a way. Like you don't care about me, you just care about my numbers. At the same time, I couldn't care less, so I collab with them anyway because uh, I really try to put this aside. And also, I give the benefit of the doubt. Twitter does hide some stuff from you. It happens.
Yeah. Like, there have been people that felt awkward about messaging other content creators, being like, what do we even have to talk about? All their stuff's on Twitter. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, you don't see every single tweet every one of your friends puts out. You're going to miss
Yeah.
some stuff. and they're not
E-
always going to put the full context on Twitter, so say hi.
Yeah, even DMs are sometimes hidden, which is so annoying.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I would sometimes see DMs that Twitter didn't tell me about. This is why when I talk to someone, I immediately tell them, "Here's my Discord. Contact me on Discord."
I
Because
certainly prefer
Discord,
Discord.
yeah, Discord shows me everything. Twitter sometimes can hide stuff. Twitter decide that I don't need that. That's not important enough for me.
Yeah, like I'm having a conversation in DMs with an actual friend, and then I send a message, I switch off the app,
Mm-hmm.
and then like half hour goes by and I get a response. I go check, and they sent me a response like 2 minutes after mine, and then one half hour later because Twitter said it was read message.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I felt so bad about that. It's like, bros, talk to me on Discord. I will see your message that way.
This is just how the internet works, I guess.
What skill would you say has taken you the longest to improve?
Hmm. Hmm. I guess the controlling multiple programs at the same time and playing a game and interacting with chat. So the multitasking.
That's a
I
big
feel like
one.
the most. I did that in D&D with the children in real life because you need to deal with the children, like 10 children at the same time, and the rules of the game, and the whiteboard, and the character sheets, and the dice, and parents who go in, and someone calls you. So I had that, but it was different doing that in chat at the same time. And also, I think I still need to improve that the networking and communication with people. Because I'm Israeli, my native tongue is Hebrew. So when I speak English, my brain translates Hebrew to English. And there is a huge, huge cultural difference. There are many things in America that should not be said that in other countries, in Europe, for example, it's not that big of a deal. Um, and I mean, every word I say, I think, wait, but what if this is a landmine and I'm going to explode, you know? um, and I got myself into some mini dramas before because of such stuff like that, because of cultural difference. And I even one day I got really angry and I did a really rare thing that I don't want to do. I posted on Twitter something like, "Hey, English is not my native tongue. I'm not from your culture. Give me a break." So, because really, people expect you to understand all the tiny rules, and I don't. I don't get
That,
it.
is that really so much to ask? Just give
Sometimes
Mimic
it
a
is.
break.
Give
Because,
me a break.
seriously, I only speak English. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be to think in one language and then have to translate to another language mid conversation.
But people don't know that, and I don't want to write on my stream, "Hey, English is not my native tongue." So, sometimes I get stuck and I don't know what the word that I want is, and I need to go to a different word. And some things I cannot pronounce properly. I still work with the language stuff, but I think the cultural communication is the hardest thing for me, and I still work on that. And it's annoying. It's annoying because um, I need to do a lot of self censorship, and that's frustrating. It takes a lot of energy resources for my brain that I would rather use for other things, for streaming and chatting and me being more energetic. It's like seriously, if I think about this, I'd say 40% of my brain power when I stream goes to self censorship. To like, it's like an antivirus. You need to scan every word and think, is this appropriate to say? Such a waste of resources.
If I may
Uh,
ask, how long have you been speaking English?
well, in Israel, you learn English really fast, like from fourth or fifth grade. Today, I
Okay.
think they start from the kindergarten even. And all the American shows that we have subtitles, so they leave it in English. So I know English since I'm a kid, but I never needed to speak English. Then half a year ago, I went to do a customer success manager class. And I thought maybe I'm gonna be a customer success manager and work in high tech. Um, I didn't. It did brought me to be a VTuber in a way, but they forced us to speak only in English in the classes, and it's kind of got me used to speaking English on stream because we did that on Zoom because of the pandemic, and I was speaking English all day long on basically on stream on Zoom. So I thought, okay, it's not that bad, and now this is a weird thing. Last week, a girl from Israel found my stream by accident. Twitch recommended, and
Really?
she didn't know that I'm Israeli as well. This is so funny, and I don't know why she. We talked about time zones and asked her about her time zone. I said, "Hey, it's my time zone as well." And then she said something in Hebrew, and I said, "Hey, I know Hebrew," and she thought I'm laughing at her. So I started talking in Hebrew, and it was so weird. It was like, "Hey, ma kore, ma nishma," and then my other viewer was like, "Oh, he's summoning a demon." And she was so surprised, like, "What?" That was so funny. That was my first Hebrew speaking viewer. Um, and changing language after you speak English so much felt so awkward in a unique and challenging way. I wish to get more Hebrew speaking viewers and maybe speak Hebrew every once in a while. Maybe do a Hebrew stream. That could be fun for the future. But right now, it has to be English.
Unfortunately, that's most viewers speak.
Yeah.
And like my demographics for viewers are actually mostly American.
Mm-hmm.
Last I checked, it was America, France, Germany, Poland, and Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a Canadian. So it's
Yeah.
kind of funny at the variety of viewers that I get. I do wish that I had more Canadians I could talk to, but
Mm.
I mean, I'm not going to complain.
It's actually amazing how so many people from so many countries come together. This is really it's unbelievable in a way.
The phrase small world is feeling more and more,
Yeah.
what's the word?
Smaller.
Small. It,
More true.
yeah, yes, more true, more accurate.
Hmm.
How do you like to spend your free time not working on content?
Oh, I used to love to watch anime and play video games, but I find it really hard to do right now because I'm so overly excited from being an actual VTuber. Like I see myself right now on the screen speaking to another VTuber, and we're talking about VTubers. It looks like so much fun. I want to be there, and I'm actually here. So everything that I used to do that I can do in streaming, I just can't do it off stream. I cannot play games off stream anymore. It's so weird. So I have a cat, Meshi. Spend a lot of time with her. Mm, I have some VTuber friends that I hang around with them after streams. But stuff that unrelated to streaming, it's kind of really hard. It's like my time is 24/7 streaming right now. Even if I'm not streaming, I'm working on stuff that's related to streaming. Yesterday, I did force myself to sit a few hours and watch some last season anime to. Uh, I had some leftovers from last season I wanted to watch. But every time I watch, I was like, no, I can stream instead. I need to stream. But I'm afraid of burnout, so I'm forcing myself to take a vacation next week, in a way. Well, not forcing myself, but um, I do. I don't like vacations. It's hard for me to go to a vacation, and it's hard for me to go back from a vacation. But I do feel like I really, really need a vacation. Spending some time with good people that I love. Um, and not stream for a week, and then go back with renewed energy and do D&D and stuff.
That does sound like a good plan. I hope it's a good vacation for you.
No, thank you. I'll update many pictures on Twitter.
Yay. So where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
Oh man, 5 years. I've been doing this since June. It feels like it's been 5 years already. I can't imagine actual 5 years. I I really want this to be my full-time job. I want to be huge. I want to be able to collab with anyone, regardless of numbers. And then I want to find people that I love and bring them up with me. For example, my first collab was with Wanchan Mi-chan. I found her on Twitter. She was bigger than me. She was affiliated already. And she was the first one to trust me. I want to go up, take her with me, and make her a huge with me. I want to go up to not only be able to do this full time, but I also want to bring up small people who helped me in the past with me. And I want to travel the world and meet VTubers in real life and collab with them in their place, sing together, play games together. Like every week or every 2 weeks, travel to a different country and collab with someone. That would be really fun.
Oh, I would absolutely adore being able to go around to conventions and actually meet all the different people I've been able to chat with IRL.
Yeah.
That would just be a dream.
But 5 years is so long. I have no idea. I really hope that in a year from now, this is my full-time job.
Oh, I hope so too. Because honestly, this is a ton of fun to be able to do. But I mean, only like 1% of people that actually do it are able to sustain themselves full time.
Yeah.
A big part of why I label myself as a supporter and try to signal boost all the people I can is because I want more than 1% of people to be able to do this full time.
Do
you imagine all the amazing content if more people could actually focus on it?
That would be amazing. But one thing I learned is that every day another VTuber graduates because it's like a lottery. Like you said, only 1% succeeds. The consistency part is really hard. And it's kind of sad seeing people that you collab with graduate. And in 5 years from now, everyone I know could be a different person in the VTuber community. It's just how it is. It's kind of stupid, but it reminds me of Power Rangers. So when I was a kid, I really loved Power Rangers. But every season, they would change one of the actors. And after a few seasons, the entire group was different. And you ask yourself, is this the same group? Is this still the original? Because they're all different right now. It's like this question, your body cells change every day. After 10 years, are you the same? Is this the same body you had 10 years ago?
Yeah, that's the ship of Theseus.
Yeah, the ship of Theseus. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, the VTuber
at point
of Theseus.
Is it new? At what point is it not the original? But they're all the original.
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying.
And one day I'll have a new model, and I'll have new, I don't know, overlays and stuff. Oh, by the way, to anyone who want to be a VTuber, I don't have overlays. I don't have emotes. I don't have anything. I only have my model. That's it. Nothing. I don't even have a logo. You don't need those stuff. They are great additions. You don't need them. What you need is consistency, networking, and content.
Yep, that's really it. Adding overlays and those fancy alerts and stuff are really just extra flair. I know some pretty big, like legitimately big streamers that just have their camera on, chat on screen, and alerts. And they got 400,000 people following them on YouTube.
400,000.
Yeah,
The numbers that I can't even comprehend. But you know what? When I was 200 followers, I couldn't even imagine 2,000 followers.
I know. Right?
Unbelievable.
Do you have a favorite music genre?
Um, so I talked about this with a friend this week. I kind of like demisexual about music in a way is that I'm not necessarily attracted to music because of the music, but because of the event around the music. So if I hear a music on the bus on the way in a rainy day, I will love that music. If I hear a music with a loved one, I will love that music. So usually I love any kind of music that there's a special event around it. This is why a lot of my favorite music are from video games and movies and TV shows and such. But I'm attracted to Japanese songs, uh, Japanese digital electronic songs. Some of my favorites are Himehina, the Vtubers. I love their music, probably my favorite. Also Shinra Bansho and Shibayon Records, which are Japanese bands that or creators that do amazing music that I really love. Also,
I
so classic. I love classic music as well. Beethoven, Schubert. I used to be a piano teacher for 2 years, and I really love those. Beethoven, Schubert, and Chopin are my favorites.
okay. I haven't listened to a whole lot of classical recently,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have an appreciation for basically every genre.
Mm-hmm.
Switching things up from favorites, what song would be played endlessly on loop in your personal hell?
Oh, personal hell. Hmm. Hmm. That's a rough one. I I have no idea. I really have no idea because songs that I don't love, I immediately, as soon as possible, drown them by songs that I do love.
And
I
just
take
forget
my
about them?
yeah. If I hear a song that I hate, like I am not really I don't get gangster rap, for example. I don't get it. Uh, so if I hear gangster rap, I immediately put my earbuds, put some Japanese music and full volume and forget about it. But I guess if I listen to it a lot, then I will love it. I don't think there's a specific music that I don't know. Let's put gangster rap. Let's put European pop, like the cheesiest pop ever. You know
Oh,
what?
what's wrong
I'm
with cheesy
Israeli.
pop?
I'm Israeli. Middle Eastern pop. Middle Eastern pop is the worst. Those with only one chord and the shallowest words ever. Those kind of things. That would be in my hell. And you know what? You know what? After a week, I will get used to them and love them as well.
Do you have a food that you like that not many others do?
Hmm. Food that I like. I like lychee a lot. And oh wait, what's the name of that thing? There's a name that it's give or take. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people can't stand the smell. What's it called? Wait, I'll translate from. In Hebrew, it's goyava. See, goyava. Maybe it's guav. Maybe that's the name. Guava.
Guava?
Maybe. Yeah, guava. Yeah, it is. Guava.
I can't say that I like that one. I've
Yeah, it's
had
really give or
maybe
take.
one or two drinks of that.
I really love the smell of guava and I love the taste. I love it. But I know that many people hate it, and it's so weird. Also, oh, there's another one. Dale, I think the herb. Also like Dale, and many people hate that as well.
I am not the
Dill,
biggest fan
sorry,
of
not
like
Dale.
dill
Dill.
chips. Yeah, like Dill.
Yes, Dill.
At first, my brain was thinking, Dale? What seasoning is Dale? Wait, no, dill.
Dill, yes.
What
I
does
do hate
your...
onions. I can't stand onions.
No?
Nope.
No onions for Mimic?
Yeah. Any onion, ew. No, can't eat onions. Any color.
I don't eat them when they're like very prominent, but if they're worked into like a burger or something, I don't mind them.
Hmm.
What does your ideal breakfast include?
Ooh, ideal breakfast.
Yeah.
Hmm. I guess a really good salad with some fresh vegetables. Uh, maybe some orange juice. Maybe coffee. And maybe some bread and cheese. Something like that. It's very Israeli. You have these coffee shops that have a breakfast menu, and they give a few bread slices with 10 different things to put on the bread, like jams and cheese and all kind of sauces and stuff. You get a lot of choice in the coffee and fresh juice and a cute salad. I guess something like that. Oh, and an egg, an omelette, an omelette de fromage.
Gotta impress those French girls.
Yeah. When I was in Japan, um, breakfast was completely different. I was visited Japan twice for like a few weeks, and breakfast is rice, fish, maybe meat. But today, if I eat meat, I just want to go sleep. So I actually eat meat before I go to sleep. It's probably very unhealthy.
Yeah, probably. Apparently, you're not supposed to really eat anything for like a few hours or something before you go to bed.
Yeah, like 3 hours before. But if you eat like a really big meat and drink some wine, and then you have this tiredness of after a meal, then you go to sleep. Oh man, that's the best sleep ever.
Yeah, just like food comaing out. You
Food
fill
coma.
up and you pass out and sleep.
Exactly.
What topic could you talk about the most?
Hmm. I guess anime, video games come to mind, and all the things that I learned in my life, which is music, uh, psychology, politics. I would never ever freaking ever go into politics because it's terrible, and I don't give a shit what happens in politics. But I love politics for some reason. The political game is so unique for me, and I'm doing a master's degree in political sciences.
Oh, really?
So we are forced to learn law and economy and politics. It's a big game with people on our lives and how countries function and so on. So I have to add politics to the list, although I never speak about politics on stream because it's gonna end badly either way.
I
Um,
I don't go out of my way to make conversations political when talking with others, but I am not one to shy away from the topic.
mhm.
'Cause I'm gonna be honest, politics are dumb, but they're very important.
Yeah, and also very interesting when you think about this because it's so dumb but so important. This combination is just so unique. I had a time when my parents used to watch reality shows like Big Brother and Survival all day long, and I hate those. You know what? In my hell, there's gonna be reality shows all day long, all of them. Big Brother all day long. That's my hell. But I watch the political channels. We have the Parliament channel in Israel, which broadcasts the Parliament 24/7. I watched that. That was my reality show. And you
Oh,
just
you're a
see people.
parliamentary system too?
Yeah. Israel is. Yes, Israel is like Canada, I think.
Yeah,
Very similar
Canada,
to
we're
Canada.
parliamentary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Israel is very similar to Canada, which is obviously inspired by by the UK, which is
Yeah,
completely the opposite of America.
UK had fingers in all sorts of all parts of the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, the British are everywhere. So yeah, politics, anime, music, D&D, talent readings.
Who's the
Well, yeah, we
most
did talk about
hmm?
politics, so I go with this. Yeah, sorry, what?
Who's the most interesting person you've met or interacted with?
Hmm. Hmm. About 15 years ago, when I went to learn tarot readings, I met my teacher, Sagi Mendelbaum, and he was like a witch, like a wizard or a sorcerer. He was so unique, and he taught me so much about dreams, lucid dreams, tarot reading. He was a fascinating person, and still a fascinating person. I used to learn mysticism for a while, and I used to have a website about lucid dreams. I used to teach people about lucid dreams. And until today, whenever someone asks me about lucid dream, I send them to Sagi. So I'd say he's one of the most important and interesting people I've met.
Interesting you bring that up. Next question is if you could have lucid dreams, what would they be about?
Oh, look at that! I had many lucid dreams, and I had a list of stuff I want to do in lucid dreams, like dive underwater, play the piano, meet some people in lucid dreams, go to other places. And I've done all of that in lucid dreams. I've done that. And after teaching many courses in lucid dreams, I felt like I should move on to other things. Maybe it's not as important as I thought to me. And today, I don't have many lucid dreams today. If I need to have a lucid dream about something, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've done everything in lucid dreams. I had superpowers, I flew, I had sex in lucid dreams. I met people
Good
that I
things.
can't meet in real life. Everything. So I felt like, okay, I can move on. And now, let's do this in real life. Let's do the amazing things in real life.
I would actually be interested if you sent me that link about lucid dreams, because I haven't
Lucid,
actually been able to experience them.
my website.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately it's in Hebrew.
Oh, then
So,
never mind. I can't read that.
but you can YouTube how to go to lucid dreams. There are so many guides today. It's become so common. Just choose one and start listening to their guides.
Yeah, I should really
Um,
look into it. It does seem
mhm.
fun.
It's fun, but at the same time, I'd say that it's kind of pointless. I mean, it can help distract you from life and get you to some interesting stuff. Maybe learn a lot about yourself. Maybe solve some psychological issues that you can solve in a different way. At the end, it won't get you money. It won't, I think, unless you do courses in that. I don't know. For me, I ended thinking that it was really, really fun for a while, but it ended up being kind of pointless. Then again, I can also say that about video games, about movies, about any other kind of media. So it's a different media, a media in your head. It's a really unique thing to know, though.
It is. It's always been one of those topics of interest to me that I never really got around to checking out.
Mhm. One day I want to do something about lucid dreams in streaming, like teach lucid dreams.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What story has had the biggest impact on you?
It's kind of cheesy, but I'd go with Harry Potter
Oh, yeah?
because when I was a kid, oh, you know what? Maybe you can go with Agatha Christie as well. The British book, although Discworld, all the British authors. Because when I was a kid, Harry Potter started being famous, and I didn't really read books. And all my friends read it. I had a friend who was like, he read the first book 7 times. And one day I gave up and said, okay, fine, let me read freaking Harry Potter. And I read the first 3, 4 books, and I just loved everything about it. And by the 6th book, it kind of got boring. The 7th book, I think, is terrible. I think it's really bad. But it was a huge inspiration to me as an author. Uh, and in a way, I feel like I wrote books because I wanted something as interesting as Harry Potter to keep reading. I read the other novels that Rowling released. I don't know. It's no, it's not that. It's not the same thing. She had something good going on with Harry Potter. It's not. It's kind of bad today. Fantastic Beast is pretty bad. The Cursed Child is terrible. Her other novels, detective novels, I just kind of boring. I don't find them interesting. She also has many controversies around her that we shouldn't talk about. But the original Harry Potter books, still, I can't go around it. Fond memories, really love them.
Yeah, I can't say that I actually got too into Harry Potter. I read the first book, I saw the first movie. It just never really grabbed me.
Yeah, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Well, it's not to get it. If
It's
you're,
just not my cup of tea, so to
yeah,
speak.
yeah, I think in a way I said Agatha Christie because Agatha Christie is a famous writer. Well, she's dead. She used to be a famous writer of detective novels. There's a murder and the detective needs to find him. And the main detective, Hercule Poirot, like the super detective, the Sherlock Holmes of her. And Harry Potter is like that. Basically a detective novel. Hidden is a children fantasy book. Every book there's something mysterious happening, and Harry and his friends need to solve the case. I love that combination. Another thing, my favorite manga is Gotobu no Hanayomi, the quintessential quintuplets, or the five brides. Uh, which is my favorite manga of all time. I highly recommend checking it out. It's basically the protagonist is going to marry a girl, but there's five sisters who look the same. He's gonna marry one of them, and you need to figure out who. And it's a detective novel. The whole book has the whole manga has hints and stuff like who is going to marry it, and it's built magnificently.
Sounds like something worth checking out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything on your mind you feel should have more attention brought to it?
Hmm. Hmm. I bring a lot of open mind and originality and positivity and energy. I think I would love to see more VTubers like that, and this is why I'll really try to do that on stream. Also, a lot of um, how do you call that? Flexibility and doing things unplanned. What's the name? What do you call that?
Going with the flow?
Yeah, or spontaneous. Spontaneous.
Ah, spontaneous, yeah. I
So
am not the.
Misana
Mhm.
Yun in chat, for example, I was supposed to stream with her at the end of a week, and then she was in my chat at the beginning of a week, and I said, "Hey, you know what? Just pop on stream right now. Go to my voice chat." And she did it, and we just started. We joined to the collab out of nowhere. So I really like the spontaneous way of mind. Sometimes, sometimes it's counterproductive because you get someone that you never heard and you don't know what kind of person they are. Um, but most of the time, improvise FTW. I'm back. Look at that. I just said Misana and she's back. So yeah, I love the improv, and I really wanna bring more improv. That's my way of thinking. I want to bring to the table. Improv. Take things less seriously. And if you don't like something, for fuck's sake, communicate. Sorry about the language.
Oh, don't
Communicate.
worry about swearing on my stream.
Talking about me. Oh yeah, Nissan, we just talked about you. They said that we invited you to the Zero Escape collab out of nowhere, and you popped in. It was so improv, and I loved it.
Honestly, I am not the best with spontaneous planning. I am so bad with that because a lot of the time I usually have something planned like a week in advance. That's typically the time frame I go for. But then sometimes I gotta deal with IRL shit and I just don't. It's so annoying.
What do you mean talked bad about you? I talked good about you and Misana. I only say good things. If I say bad things about someone, I'm never going to mention their name.
Yeah, when has Mimic ever said talked bad things about somebody directly?
Yeah. No, but it's Arrow. It's my mod. Yeah, I played with my. Oh, that's a cool story. My in real life friends wanted to play. They wanted to do like an evening a dinner together, but they randomly scheduled at the same day, and I had a collab planned. So I couldn't come, couldn't join them because I won't cancel a collab that has been planned for 2 weeks.
Of course
And
not.
yeah, and unfortunately, it was during the hurricanes 3 weeks ago, and the other partner, Lady Oka, her internet went down and she couldn't stream. So I was at home with no collab and no friends, and like on both sides. So I told this to my friends, and Lady Oka she felt so bad, but we streamed together next week. We immediately rescheduled, and my friends they said, you know what? Let's surprise attack him on stream. So my friend, my in real life friends, for the first time visited my stream, like 10 people, and started talking with me. And then they said, "Hey, let's play Jackbox." And I like, okay. So I opened Jackbox, and I got them connected, and I played Jackbox on stream with my in real life friends out of nowhere. That was so much fun.
Oh, that
Um,
must have been.
yeah, and I felt like I don't tell many people that I'm a VTuber, not because I'm afraid. I want everyone to know. It's just that whenever I tell someone, they have no idea what it is. So I say I'm a streamer, and they don't know what this is. So I'm saying I'm a YouTuber, and they still don't know what that is. So I'm trying to explain. I make content on. I'm like an actor, and I do voice acting and performance on a digital theater, basically. And just, they still don't get it because it's such a weird thing to be a VTuber.
Yeah, there's a lot
But
of
it was
people that
really,
just don't get the concept.
yeah, it was so much fun that my friends could see what I'm doing in real life. Um, and then when I tell them like, "Hey, I got 1,000 followers on Twitter," they were so happy for me. Like, "Hey, I got my first salary from Twitch." They were so freaking happy for me. And I feel like you don't always get that. Video content creator on the net. I'll try that.
What do you rebel against?
Rebel against. Hmm.
I'm gonna guess negativity.
Yeah, but that's too easy. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of something more. Um, I'd say mainstream. I try to be not mainstream. It's a thing I've always done. Like when I studied politics, um, if my class would be leaning towards the right, I would lean towards the left. And if my class leans toward the left, I would lean towards the right. And I didn't notice that until one of my teachers told me, you're a problematic boy. You're doing like on purpose." Like, no, look, I'm trying to put logic into things, right? And all of you go to one side with no logic. You go with your emotions. And then I noticed that I never played the mainstream games. I don't play Overwatch and Apex and Valorant and Minecraft and Fortnite and all of these games. I don't play them. And people ask me, "Do you play Overwatch 2? Do you play this?" No. People invite me to Dead by Daylight. No, I'm not gonna play that because I don't find it interesting. If I do ASMR, it has to be ASMR D&D. If I do tarot reading, it has to be tarot reading with a hand reveal. If I do I don't know, if I play a game, it has to be an old game that nobody has ever heard of. I try to be as original as I can. Um, and if I collab with people, I'm not gonna play Dead by Daylight. Sometimes I play Phasmo, for example, Phasmophobia, because that's a really unique game that I want to play. I love it, but that's like the more and I don't know Among Us when people invite me, but I don't enjoy Among Us. But I try to do like original stuff, uh, tier lists of some really weird stuff, and oh, there was a girl VTuber that I collabed with not too long ago, and we didn't know what to do. So I asked her, "What's your hobbies?" And she said her hobby is actually Formula One cars. And I don't know anything about F1 races. I really don't know anything about it.
I know car
So
go
I told,
fast.
yeah, you gotta go fast. So I told her, you know what? We're doing an F1 tier list, and you're gonna teach me all about Formula One. She was like, "What? Are you sure? It's boring." And I said, "No, we're gonna do it." And the next day, we did a tier list of the seasonal races, trucks, and cars of F1, And she told me, oh, I know so much about it right now. It's actually really fascinating. But I thought, you know what? I don't think any VTuber has done that ever.
I
So
would not know.
yeah. So yeah, I'm rebelling against mainstream.
Okay. Is there something that you wish was illegal?
Illegal. Smoking, cigarettes. It's kind of unfair to make that illegal, especially because the people who make the rules are probably smoking. So it's not,
I'm
hey,
gonna take
humble
personal
hedgehog,
offense to that one.
welcome. Yeah, you
Hey,
know what?
Humble.
Drama, name calling of people beforehand. Name calling people. I think that's the like probably my biggest nightmare. Being being cancelled. Seriously, taking a serious note here. One day you wake up on Twitter and you've been cancelled, and I'm trying, like I said earlier, I'm trying to filter myself so much and be wholesome. But you can fall and someone can get insulted, and one day you wake up and you're cancelled. That would be a nightmare. So, and cancel culture and smoking, I think this should be illegal, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense to make them illegal because it's just how it is. You know, this is life. Just gonna try to stay away from them.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, no matter what kind of content you do, no matter who you are, somebody is going to try to cancel you sooner or later. It's just going
Yeah,
to happen.
first time
You
it
kind of
happened.
you got to roll with it and then just keep going. Don't let it
hmm
get you down.
I had, I believe, 4 mini dramas so far. Uh, all of them got me
Really?
feeling really, really bad. Really bad. It felt terrible. Especially because sometimes you try to contact the other person on voice chat immediately to resolve things. But in all cases, they didn't want to talk to me for a few hours because they were emotional or something. And I was just staying there in my home, boiling with anger, of like in confusion. What is happening? Um, and at the end, it was all stupid, childish misunderstandings.
That's
Um,
honestly what most of this goddamn drama boils
yeah,
down to.
so frustrating. It's like
Misunderstanding.
I said something and meant one thing, and they thought I meant something else. That is so freaking stupid. And when I got my first hater, Arrow in chat here,
Arrow
told
was your
me,
first hater? That's
no,
awesome.
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
kidding. I am kidding. I'm kidding.
Actually, it was, but we solved it. When my first mini drama was with Arrow, but we solved it. Yeah. Well, but no. During my last mini drama, I think I got my first hater, and Arrow was there to tell me, "Hey, you're famous now. Congratulations." Because they say that you're famous when you get a first hater. It was you trying to steal my girl. Oh, here's a
Oh
misunderstanding. Here's a
no.
misunderstanding. Arrow thought I'm trying to steal his girl. And in my head, that was complete opposite. He didn't care at all. And just
Oh
collabing with
wow.
everyone. And by the way, that's not a problem I have in real life as well. Israelis in general. Israelis, we are way, way, way too friendly. It's just a thing. I don't know why. We're hugging, we're kissing, we're friendly, we're very open, we talk very straight. Um, and many people, it's too much for them. Many people, it's too much for them. So I'm really trying to tone it down. But in my first few months, I was way too over friendly with people.
I don't know. I like
Uh,
friendly, but I'm Canadian, so I'm kind of I'm legally required to be friendly, so
friendly, eh? You
oh
know,
yeah, hey.
with Canadians and Australians, I feel like it wasn't a problem. The problem was mostly with Americans and some European countries, mostly Americans. The
I found it's
sensitive
always been a
Americans.
case by case basis.
Mm. Also, I have a theory that uh, time zones work for to get people with your same mindset. So I'm UTC plus 3. Oh wait, tonight it's gonna be UTC plus 2. So it's gonna be EET. So if I play with other people in that time zone, we have the same mindset, which is kind of crazy.
Interesting. What's the
Still working
weirdest
on
way
that.
you met someone?
Weirdest way. That's an amazing question. Wait, I need a moment to think. Weirdest way I met someone. I'm trying to think as a VTuber, or, as a content creator.
Take your time to think. I will have to actually step away for a quick second.
Okay,
I will be
I'll
right back.
entertain. I'll
I am
entertain the
listening.
chat. Hmm. Let's see. I want to go with Arrow in a Nutshell show, but that's not a weird way. That's actually a really logical way to meet people. There's also the weird collabs like Jackbox and Among Us that I was invited to. There's, hmm, I get maybe it's like, is that weird? The summoning circles? Summoning circles is a weird way. Just randomly go to people and talk to them. Trying to think, did I meet someone in others chat? Okay, if I go to someone's chat and meet someone in there, that would be kind of weird, right? Hmm. Hmm. Arrow, what is the weirdest way I met someone?
Well,
Weirdest way I met.
I am back.
Hello,
I
welcome
would
back.
say that hopping into somebody's chat and then just kind of chatting with them and then
Mm-hmm.
developing an actual friendship, that's not very often that actually happens. That actually happened with my first friend I ever made on Twitch.
Oh, that's cool.
I was going to be talking with her right after talking with you, but it turns
Hmm.
out she already had a collab scheduled, so we had to push
Oh,
it back till next weekend.
that's good. You can reschedule so
Mhm.
easily. Um, I don't have anyone specific in mind, but there were some people I think that I talked to on message on DMs and they wouldn't come back to me. Then I raided them and I started hanging out in their chat and talking to them. And then they were like, "Hey, you do D&D? I want to learn D&D." And I was like, "Yeah, just talk to me." And then they get into my DMs on Twitter and they see that I sent them a DM like 3 months ago. um, and then sometimes we collab after that. So that's, I would say, a really weird way to meet someone. I think that's how I met Momonchi at the end. And Momonchi told me, that's the annoying part. She told me that because I was 3,500 followers when she saw my DM, she was scared. She didn't know why someone with so many followers contact her. From her point of view, I'm a giant. From my point of view, we're the same. But then again, from my point of view, someone with 20,000 followers is a giant. And maybe one day, if I get there, that would look the same. Um,
Yeah, again, that clout game is so weird.
yeah, it's there no matter what.
Numbers on one platform do not translate to another.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yeah, that
Just,
is how Kaida and I met. We just started talking on Twitter, just randomly, and then we actually became fairly good friends now.
oh, that's cool. I have, you know what? There's Latte, the coffee cut barista VTuber. She's an adorable say so slash unsay so VTuber,
I like Unsay So.
and she says that she's say so, but she's really not. um, we were supposed to do like an off-stream D&D tomorrow, maybe. She can cancel. But there's this funny story with her. I contacted her to collab with her, and at first she told me she only collabs with close friends, and we need to be close friends first. Um,
I
and
mean,
I thought,
that's
okay,
reasonable.
yeah, that's reasonable. But I'm not going to, how to become close friend with someone? Well, I'm just going to
Yeah,
talk to her every day. What am I supposed to do? Um,
I'm not
so
going to
I don't
demand
even.
people collab with me.
Yeah, well, I need to pass a test or whatever. I don't know what
Mhm.
to do now. It was very confusing to me. So I just started following her Twitter and answering every once in a while. And I went to one of her streams and I wrote something there. And I wrote to her back on a DM and she wrote to me and I wrote to her and she wrote to me. And suddenly we're talking about Genshin Impact. And then I said, you know, I always wanted to do a tier list Genshin Impact. And she said, let's do it. Or she said something like, oh, that sounds really fun. And I asked, do you want to do it? And she said, okay. And that was a very weird relationship in a way. And then we did a tier list. And now it's hard again to collab with her because we're still kind of strangers. I feel like this is one of the weirdest ways for me to get into a collab with someone.
Honestly, when I'm not in an interview or recording a specific video like I will be after this interview, I typically hang out in my Discord and have a stream chat voice channel that people that I know and have had good conversations with can just jump right into stream, no problem. Otherwise, if pretty much anybody wants to join, they can jump onto the waiting room and then I can just pull them onto stream.
Oh, that's adorable. That's good.
Yeah. But you do also gotta have the people that want to do that. And I do have some people in my community that do join me for that.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Nice.
What's the most amazing natural occurrence you've witnessed?
Natural occurrence? Are we talking like weather?
It could be weather, it could be land formation.
Well, in Japan, we were in a hot springs next to a volcano.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd say that was pretty unique. I mean, you go in there, about 42 degrees Celsius, and you think, oh man, this is being warmed by an actual active volcano. That's kind of frightening. Uh, and there's a place, I don't remember the name in Japan next to that, where you actually it's really close to the volcano, and you put eggs inside the springs, and you actually cook the eggs in the waters next to the volcano.
Interesting. Guess it is
I
that
don't
hot.
know. Yeah, double rainbow, I would say.
Ooh.
I remember watching a double rainbow a few times.
Would you ever try space tourism given the chance?
I need to see how it goes, but if it's not too boring. I mean, I imagine just a few hours of flying outside of the atmosphere and nothing happens except for that. It's kind of boring. If it's faster, if it's worth it, then yeah, I don't see a reason not to.
I would think at least once it would be worth it to see the stars from outside of our atmosphere. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know if you've ever
then
seen the night sky outside of a city, but it looks so different. Beautiful.
yeah, it's beautiful. But at the same time, I also think, you know, I can watch it online. I have pictures, I have videos. Do I actually need to be there in space, take the risk? It's like doing a bungee jump. Do I actually need to do a bungee jump? So I'll see how
Some
it
people
goes.
will argue yes, but I'm not the kind to force somebody to do something they don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
What do you resent paying for the most?
Again? Ask the question again.
What do you resent paying for the most?
Resent? Pain? What? I don't get the question.
Um, let
Ask
me
it in
see.
different words, please. Please. Please.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase it.
Regret paying?
Resent, like, what's something you wish you didn't have to pay for, or what's something that you do regret paying for?
Oh, like a buyer's remorse. Oh, I hate those. I hate paying for something and then on the way home, like, oh, why did I buy that? I hate it. This is why I'm really careful with money. I'm doing so much research before I buy something because I hate buyer's remorse. I'm looking around my place, in my room. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Everything had its purpose. I have behind me, um, human size, shiny Magikarp plushie.
That would be 100% worth to buy.
That was like about $1,000.
Worth.
And I don't regret it. But at the same time, I'm thinking, did I really need to pay for that?
Yes. Yes, you did.
I did show it off on stream sometimes. Look what I have. You know what? You know what?
Just
I have
an
in my
awesome
room.
flex.
Yeah, I have $1,000 digital, not digital, electric piano. When I was
Ooh.
learning music, I bought it, and I never really used it. It was
Music is
always
some.
there for. It's always there. Just what if one day I'll need a piano? So I have one, but I don't actually use it. So it's just sitting there and piling up dust and thinking to myself, I don't really need it. And today you can't really sell it. It's too old. So it's just sitting here.
Music is something that I've wanted to get into, but I have no real talent for composing the instrumental. I got
Mm-hmm.
decent pipes for singing, but I just can't do the instrumental too well.
So when I was 24 years old, roughly, I wanted to learn piano. I just got a piano teacher and started from nothing. And within a year, I was already playing Beethoven's sonatas.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's just very, very hard work. It's not talent, just hard working every day,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of practice. And then after 2 years, I got into music school. And to get into music school, I wanted the song composing classes. And to get into there, the teacher, who is one of the big shots in the Israeli music industry, he wanted us to present 3 songs that we composed and wrote ourselves. And I never done that before. And I knew that like 3 days before the audition. So I sat down 3 days and just wrote down and composed 3 songs. I played them on the piano, I sung them, and I got in. And
Nice.
like Era's show, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It just matters that you sat down and did it. Because he wanted to see that people actually do homework. Because in his class, every week we needed to present a new song that we wrote, composed, and we're going to play them and sing them in class. And I did it the whole year, so I have like 24 songs from that year.
Oh, wow.
So it's not about doing something good; it's about doing anything. So I believe that anyone, even adults, can get into music at any stage in life.
Mm-hmm. For me, a big part of that is I don't have access to the instruments.
Mm-hmm. You can buy some really cheap stuff on the internet today.
Oh yeah, more than likely. I've
Mm-hmm.
just got to balance with like a very tight budget right now, so it's
Yeah.
it's something I will look into in the future, but I can't right now.
You know what you can do? I learned. It's kind of stupid. I forgot about this. I learned piano tuning as well. I took a piano tuning class like a half a
Oh
year.
yeah.
So technically, I can tune pianos or destroy them really fancily. And my piano tuner teacher, I asked him, how do I practice? Because you need a lot of practice. Because I don't want to destroy my own piano. So he said, listen, you go to the second-handed websites and you look for people who are donating pianos because many people are stuck with instruments they have no use for. All you gotta do is figure out a way to deliver that to your place. But if you
That's
can,
always the
there's a lot
hard
of
part.
yeah, there's always a lot of free instruments out there. Yeah, they're second-handed. Yeah, they're bad. Yeah, you maybe need to tune them or whatever. But just for practice, for first, it's pretty easy. Just
Oh
go
yeah.
second-handed and find people that give stuff for free that you don't need.
100%. If you're getting into music, go for second-handed.
Hmm. Also, Riley, for example, you can go to a Discord or some community next to you and say, hey, I want to practice this like a saxophone or something. I don't have one. Anyone has any practice saxophone that they can that you don't need, want to get rid of, or can lend me for a few months and so on. And maybe someone will.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You never know until you try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Which workers would you say have the worst jobs?
Uh, Sewer workers. Oh wait, the best job or the worst job?
Worst.
Oh yeah, probably sewer workers. Um, QA testers.
I used to
Oh,
be a QA tester.
oh really? I never was a QA tester, but it's my brothers are programmers, developers.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they always say that that is the worst job. QA testers.
I went to college for game art and design,
Oh.
and then I ended up at a pretty small company, little indie one. I don't know if you know it. They go by EA Games.
Mm-hmm. Never heard of them.
They do a lot of these weird, like, they're these
Oh,
some
they do
kind of
like
like some
football
kind of
and
game in real life that they turn into a video game, and it's supposed to be interesting, but it's just
mm-hmm.
not for me. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
EA Games, the people that do FIFA, NHL, whatever else they do, I forget.
I used to love FIFA. Every time when I was a kid, we played FIFA 97. And when you start the game, it goes EA, yeah, EA, wait,
EA
EA
Sports.
Sports
It's in the
in the
game.
game. It's in the game. And I thought they say tuna games for years.
Tuna
Tuna games, like
games.
EA Sports, tuna games. Like what? Why is this a tuna game?
Oh,
Oh, but
that's
huge kudos
amazing.
to EA Games. I'm playing It Takes Two right now on Fridays with Piso. And the game is just wonderful. And although it was kind of annoying to log into the Origin launcher and find her and the friend request and such, it works perfectly. So kudos on the game. It's good. But I never play sports games since I was a kid. Just
I'm
many
gonna be
people.
honest. When I was at EA, I never heard anyone say anything nice about Origin. They all would much rather play on Steam.
I guess it's same with Ubisoft and their launcher.
I would imagine so.
Why? Why everyone needs a unique launcher? Why? I bought Uno, and the game would not launch, and I had no idea why. Apparently, I needed to install the Ubisoft launcher, and then it launched.
What?
Why is
So
it on
they
on
sold you a game
Steam?
outside of. They sold it to
Yeah,
you on Steam,
yes.
and you had to
And they were,
still download the launcher. Wow.
yep. It was so annoying.
Wow, Ubisoft. Wow.
But this is how it is. Like it takes two. You have to download Origin to play that. And I have Xbox Game Pass. So every game on EA, you have to download Origin and play it that way. It's just, this is how it is. It's not even
Hopefully it
Origin, it's
trends
the
in a
EA
better direction.
launcher. Yeah.
What change would you like to see in the VTuber community?
Hmm. Hmm. I feel like the VTuber community is like a mountain. The more you climb, the lonelier you get.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of afraid that one day I will reach a point that I will have nobody to collab with. Because everyone around me is a huge big shot and they're all close friends. Um, and smaller people think that I'm like, I don't know. No, there's no reason to collab with me or something. I feel like one day I'll reach a mountaintop where it's a point that I'm alone. So I would love if the VTuber community could look at the person. If I want to collab with someone, I want them to do like I do. Go to my streams, watch bits of my latest stream. Just randomly go to the middle of the video and just watch, listen to me. Listen to how I speak, listen to how I interact, and judge me by that. Ignore my numbers, ignore anything else. Just listen to me and see if that vibes with you. And this is why when I collab with people, I usually give them videos of highlights that I made from collabs, so they can see they can see me at my best. And this actually helps. Many people say, "Oh my God, it looks like you're having so much fun. Let's collab." But when I don't do that, I feel like people don't usually go to Twitch. They go to Twitter. They look at your last posts, and that doesn't give the proper impression.
Yeah, it
And
really doesn't. A very
if I
different
post,
platform.
mhm. And if you post clips on Twitter, nobody watches them. People on Twitter, they just see a picture and they see some text, and that's it. If you tag people, they don't care. If you use hashtags, they don't care. If you post a video, they don't care. It's small text, maybe a picture, and if there's text in the picture, that's the best. Yeah. So
Ideally, you want minimal text, an eye-catching picture, and 3 hashtags maximum in your top post.
since I got to 2,000 followers, I felt like hashtags actually give me less success. Actually, I got more success when I didn't use hashtags at all.
Really? I find
Yes,
I
and
get like minimal to no interactions when I use no hashtags.
it happens only after 2,000 followers. I don't know why. So maybe it changes. Maybe it's me. I really don't know.
Halfway there.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens when
yeah.
I get there.
Do it. You will get there easily, easy peasy.
Just gotta
All
keep
you need
going.
is consistency. Yeah. Hashtags help to reach new people. That's correct. It really depends on the hashtags as well. For example, when I post pictures of my cat, I use the cat hashtags, and then I get some new people, but only very few. If I use a Vtuber hashtag, I feel like instantly nobody will see it ever. But I do use hashtags to keep an archive. So, for example, every picture of my face, real face, I put the Vtuber versus in real life hashtag. So I can put this. I can find all of the real pictures that I posted.
Oh, that's smart. I do that with
And
my
every
art pictures.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also have the Elboy Mimic hashtag for my art, and I have VTuber schedule hashtag. So I can click on this and I see all of my schedules because I love how my schedule look. I love the thumbnail and design, and I love the designing hashtags. I have this something in my Twitter header. There's always my next week's schedule posted. So whenever you're not sure what I'm doing, just go to my Twitter and there's a header there, and you can see what I'm doing today. Right now it's gonna be on the French vacation, but after that I'll bring that back. I
That's a
got
pretty smart idea.
some compliments from people. Someone wrote to me, that is so smart. Where did you? And they asked me where did I get the picture from and all that. I use a lot of Pixabay stuff because nobody in the VTuber community, nobody uses that, so it brings a new taste.
Which was that again? Didn't quite hear you.
Pixabay,
Pixapay?
Pixabay is a website that gives you images, videos, and music for free, completely free. You don't pay for anything. They have a very limited stuff in there, but you can find some gems. Like for example, this
Oh,
unicorn
that's
thingy.
amazing.
We have a watermelon here. They can put here, uh, and I got some like a coffee. They can put here on my stick, and I have a collection of stuff that I just got from Pixabay, and I change my colors with VTube Studio a lot. And I try to redesign myself every stream to be a bit different. Um, and I have a redeem in my channel of wear something. So one of person in my community, Uni Baniban, told me to wear a maid dress, and I told her I don't have one, so she made me one.
Ah,
So I have this one, and also one stream. Oh, with Latte, actually, with Latte we talked about Maple Story, so I made this shirt. I never smoked, but I did play Maple Story.
oh, you did take off the maid dress. Now I look weird.
Yeah, I'm naked.
No, I switched to my maid dress to match you, and then you switched off.
Oh wait, I'll put it on.
Perfect.
Can be made together. Here's the maid dress.
I love it.
And I also have this maid, small maid to match.
It's just perfect.
And why not? Let's be some glasses maid.
Ooh.
And also these glasses, for example, you can put them in so many different ways. I can put them like this. I can put them like this. I can maybe put them diagonally and a bit bigger, like derpy glasses. And it's really every stream trying to think, how weird can I look today to make this original, make this fun.
I do like
Here's a
glasses
vacation bag.
made.
You like glasses made? Maybe. I don't really
Maybe.
I don't really care about glasses, no glasses. I mean, whatever. Streaming is tiring, but you kind of don't feel the tiredness.
Not
Um,
until like
a
after
few
or
hours
you've
later.
been
Yeah.
going for quite a while. How long
And then it
was your
suddenly
stream, by the
clicks.
way?
Which one? This one? The
Yeah,
last
just
one only
today.
2 hours. No, this one was only 2 hours.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Because we
Yeah, that's
just
not bad
went
at
for
all.
like another 2 hours and I only have one
Oh,
question
really?
left. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good time. But my longest stream was, I think, 15 hours ish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Those,
special
those.
day. Just went all day. It was really, really fun. I collabed with about 4 or 5 people during that day,
Oh,
and I
wow.
couldn't stop. But after that, I felt so drained.
I think my longest stream was around 21 hours, I want to
Oh
say.
my, that is so much.
One game, no collabs.
Which game?
I was playing 7 Days to Die with Twitch integration on. So I was being bullied and helped by chat for basically a full day.
Wait. Say again the game name?
7 Days to Die.
Oh, 7 Days to Die.
It's a pretty fun one. Minecraft
I saw
meets
it.
Skyrim meets Left 4 Dead.
I think I saw it in Xbox Game Pass. I'm always looking for new games to play. So, last question.
What are some things in your life that you are grateful for?
Family, friends. Let's take a serious tone. I'm pretty normal. I'm pretty damn normal. I mean, I deal with anxiety and depression and OCD and ADHD for most of my life. But thank God, I can see, I can hear, I have all of my limbs. My family is not rich, but we do have money for food and for. I have a computer, I have 2 monitors, I have a good job. I have like a normal Western life, and I take it for granted. And I think that I should be thankful for that every day. I've been heavily bullied in high school for an entire year. But many of my friends from high school kept supporting me, and they are still my friends today. Um, and there are friends back then who did not bully me, who I'm still friends with today. I feel like I only understand that and only appreciate it since I became a VTuber, but I'm not alone. I'm not alone. There's so many people around me. When I had mini dramas, I thought that it's gone. That's it. My job, my new job that I love so much, it's gone. I'm gonna get cancelled and so on. But some people in my community felt that something is off. They felt it in my voice. And there were 5 or 6 people during a span of 2 days who asked me, "What happened? How are you? What's wrong?" And they were so supportive. Um, I'm thankful of the people around me. That's it. That's unbelievable.
I'm glad to hear that you actually have that support network for you available.
And you know, people tell me all the time that I built this community around me. It's not just random people, because I give this vibe of wholesomeness and support, so people give it back, and I'm so glad to hear that, because with my imposter syndrome, I always ask myself, am I entertaining? Am I worth it? Am I wholesome? Am I this? Am I that? But then when there's a crisis and you get the wholesomeness back, it's worth every moment of it.
Absolutely. Oh, we've been talking for 2 hours now?
Hey.
I guess I could ask one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone really been far even has decided to use even go want to do look more like?
Ask it again?
Has anyone really been far even has decided to use even go want to do look more like?
I don't get the question.
It's a word vomit question meant to throw
Yeah.
you off.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yes.
The first person I asked that to was like, Pinata. Next question.
I'm like really trying to understand and I give a proper answer. Okay. And I'm thinking, oh no, my English, I'm confused, I don't get the words.
It's a fun little joke I like to play on people, but I'm
I'm
not going
glad.
to keep dragging that one out. Only
No, it's
funny for
fun.
a little bit.
It's fun. I love fun.
Fun things are fun.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a ton of fun. Do you want to shout yourself out for the end of the video?
Yes. Ah! I'm gonna do this every time now.
I should make that the stinger of the video.
You wanna shout yourself out? Yes. Ah!
That's a first for my show.
I just thought of this now because of your question.
Yeah, just because of my phrasing.
But yes, surprise attack. I'm Elbow Mimic. I'm a D20 who's doing D&D and tutoring and music and writing and any kind of collab. If you have good sound quality and if you're an interesting person, ask me for a collab. I love doing collabs with new people. And check out my channel. It's just Elboim. That's it. That's my name. Elboim. And my Twitter is a bit different. It's MS Elboim, which stands for Mimic something Elboim. Mimic Sus. Wait, my friends told me it Mimic Sus. Mimic Sus Elboim. um, also recently my middle name has become What Have You Done? Mimic What Have You Done Elboim.
That is
Yeah,
good to
but
know. I will be including
like
your links in my video when that does go live.
thank you so much. Mimic you S. Yeah, I'm an S. Mimic sadist Elboim as well. I like to torture people in a good way. That's what I learned in D&D. It was an honor being here. Thank you so much. And I gotta say, when you contacted me, first of all, I was like, "Oh my God, it's Briley! I have to be there." Um, but also, you told me you make a show about influencers, interview influencers, and I thought, wait, I'm an influencer? That is so cool! I want to be an influencer. So I thought, yes, yes, I can be in this show. I can call myself an influencer now.
I don't make or break anybody's career. Every single person I've talked to has been an influencer, and there have been some that are less than 50, less than 30 followers that I'm still happy to talk to and get to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it does not matter the size. I mean, sure, talking to bigger people gets this show's reach out there, but it's not about getting the reach out there. It's about promoting the other people I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to think of different ways to make it better. Always mulling over in the back of my head.
Make everything better.
Yes.
You're so wholesome. You all deserve headbutts. Yeah, thank you, Misana.
I didn't see the Pats when I first saw that statement, so I was going to say yes, I fully agree. And then I saw Pats, and I still agree.
Is this a head? Looks like it's patting an eye. Yeah, it is. It's petting an eye. Nisana, what is that? What is that emote?
You gotta pet the eyeballs.
Pet the eyeball.
It's the mascot. Eye monster. I I don't know it. It's cute though.
Eye monster. Mm.
But I do imagine it is fairly late for you.
Uh, it is 11 p.m. So yeah, I
So
should
not terribly,
eat
but
some.
it is
Yeah.
getting close to your bedtime, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. It's actually the Observer, which is a good friend, is doing his uh, VTuber debut right now. So I'll
Oh,
pop in to
nice.
say hi, and then I'm gonna eat something and go to sleep. But as I know myself, I'll probably go to sleep in like 3 or 4 a.m.
That's me too. I'll say goodnight to my Discord and then be on my phone for another 3 hours.
Yes. Thinking, what can I write on Twitter today to mess with people?
Or I'm just browsing TikTok or something, not letting myself sleep.
Oh no, I'm not allowing myself. I banned myself from TikTok. It's too
Good
dangerous for me.
call. Good call. It will ruin
Yeah.
your attention span.
Hmm.
Alrighty, I should let you go then. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Briley. It's been an honor being here. And thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow on my channel streaming, and maybe right now later on Twitter, just writing shenanigans and stuff.
Yeah, check him
Yeah,
out. Do it.
do it, do it. And check out Briley as well.
I do have art worth checking out on Twitter.
Yeah, sassy art, spicy art,
That's the word, spicy.
spicy art.
I always wonder who
Okay.
actually sees it.
Nah, I'm sure there are people who see it.
I'm sure. Alrighty, you have a good night.
Okay. You too. Good night.
Voodoo. All tiny, moved off. Seriously, that was a very fun conversation. Mimic, Mimic, I love you, but I gotta hide you now. Ah, this has been a fun one. I know. We ended the call, but since it was on Video Ninja, his model was still up there. I should switch back to the from the maid outfit. Don't worry about it. You might see something there, but don't worry about it. That's for tomorrow. And perfect, back to my usual outfit. Okay, I've been going for 2 hours. I want to take a little break, but I do have the Smasher Pass set up. Well, mostly set up. I haven't actually set up the scene in OBS. I got the tier list set up. Thread was locked yesterday so that I'm not gonna have people still trying to join. Because it's such a pain in the ass to regularly do. Gotta take a rest, did good work. Aw, thank you. It's such a pain in the ass to have to add more people or characters to a tier list, and then you forget which ones you added. Maybe next time. Well, this isn't my first one, and it won't be my last. My first one, I only had like 3 tiers for Smasher Pass. Because, well, at first it was just going to be Smash or Pass, and then I realized I was smashing everybody, so I needed to mix it up, so I made multi-smash. This time, I've got 7 different categories. It's about the same number of entrants as last time, but mostly new people. Got some other friends in there. But for now, Mama needs... I'm not too big on the mama. Big sis needs to stretch her legs. I will be back. I'm gonna aim for 15 minutes. Okie doke. See y'all soon. Dun dun dun. I'm a minute late. Ah, Vtubing. I'm back. Ah, good stretchy. Nice, big stretchy. Let's. How do I actually want to set this up? For studio mode. Studio mode. No, why is it displaying? Why is it capturing that display? That. Oh, bum. No. Thanks for the follow there. That. 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 We're going. Oh, that's actually going to keep showing that, huh? I'm watching you, chat. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Mine's pretty good so far. I am just, since I'm a professional streamer, I am setting up the thingy. I think you all know what I mean. Oh no, don't crash on me. Yay, it didn't crash on me. Chat box behind the VTuber, that's no good. And then that. No, actually, I don't want to do display capture. I want window capture. Thank you all for sticking around, even though I'm being super scuffed. But I mean, what do you expect? Live streams always come with scuff. And those are no fun. Well, it's no fun. I mean, it's just is a part of it. Wait, wasn't I adding one? Thought I was. Window capture, add source. Window. Noise. I should have taken the time to set this all up beforehand. But shit happens. Hide that for now. And one last source to capture. I promise I am almost ready. Oh, I should have ended the recording and then started it again. That's okay, I can just cut off the end. Rink. 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 Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, I should probably update my Twitch, shouldn't I? Done that. Two. Perfect. Get that out of my way. And final steps. Oops, sorry, sushi. Oh, fuck. Double check your drinks, kids. Just spilled a lot all over myself. Giggity. Alrighty. This will be my second Smasher Pass that I've ever done. I mean, I could do specific franchises of which characters would I fuck, but I prefer which original characters, whose OC would I actually sleep with, what VTubers. I'm a succubus, so probably all of them. We'll find out. I'm willing to bet there are some I'll actually pass on this time. Why the fuck is that? Oh, because I'm dumb. Yay. I've got my tier list all set up and ready to go through. I've got my slideshow of all the images. I just want a little sippy. Just let me sip. Oh, that's tasty. Let's start this shit off. We are going to be starting with Alley Cat. I will be going alphabetically. And there's about 34 entrants that I got. So let's... Oh, right. Turn off studio mode so that it's updating live. Perfect. Now, I love this design, honestly. I'm getting squirrel vibes. Like short stack squirrel. The red hair really contrasts with the green. I like it. It pops out so well. The purple, it is a little different with what they're going with. I'm not sure what their pronouns are. I'm not going to assume. But for them, oh, they got like the little Mikote whiskers too. And an eye. Oh, they got a bunch of piercings too. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely. Oh, you're blocking. Don't be like that. She's getting the booty call. They're getting the booty call. I got a thing for short stacks. I just like being super duper tall. And then there's such a cutie. Next up we have Angelus Lucifer. Not too bad of a design. I believe they are a combination of angel and demon. They got them whiskers too. I like those. The horns, I'm always a sucker for. Small wings, kind of like mine, but mine have pink in them too. The longer nails, I like to see that on masculine characters. Not enough masculine characters have makeup or, nail polish done. And looks like they have some eyeshadow on. I like this. I will give you a might actually call you back, but we're definitely smashing Angelus. Definitely. Who do we have next? Clarissa, a fellow succubus. I do like the over-the-shoulder capes. Wings. Looks like the AI messed up with the hands right there, but what can you do with AI art? do love bulging thighs out of thigh highs. Big booba. And I mean, I am biased towards succubus. I'm gay. What can you do? Oh, what tier am I going to actually place her in? Because I know I would smash for sure. But are they booty call? A plutonic partner? Stay a little below that. I'm going to actually put them in, might actually call you back. It will depend, but I definitely want to. It's more than just curiosity with you, Clarissa. Ooh, Concordia. For me, a big part is personality, and I do really like Cordy's personality. But this is about design, and I love this design. The dark purple halo, the dark wings, very clearly in Fallen Angel aesthetic, and knowing her lore really helped. I love the way the colors are played with this design, and a little bit of the seductive panty shot there. You can't go wrong. Yeah, top tier. Cordy is top tier for me. There's no denying that. Next up is Crimson. Pokemaster Red Crimson. I just call them Crimson because it's easier. I am a sucker for femmes in hats like that. I can't deny it. And the bike shorts under a skirt. Oh, I love it. Open jacket aesthetic. Amazing. Fingerless gloves. I am a little thrown off by red and purple. It's not a typical color you see together a whole lot, but I do kind of like it. I'm gonna throw Crimson into a booty call. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna put Crimson. Next up, who do we have? Diarune, or Diagran on Twitter, I think. I like this. I would want to see more of the outfit that they're wearing. But barring that, I like the femboy lean that they got. So I'm not going to be throwing the label on anybody. It's just the vibes I'm getting. I love black hair with a color that pops, stands out with it. And this color, the color that they picked, excuse me, I actually really like because it's, excuse me, frog in my throat. It's something that does stand out, but it's not popping to the point where it's bothersome to catch the eye. Because you do want to catch the eye, but you don't want them to focus on the one spot specifically. And with this design, there's quite a bit that actually keeps my eye moving around. The hair clip, the spare blue strand, the black star, the choker, the pose. Might be a little soft for me. Soft, nothing wrong with soft. But I do want a little more interest in there. Might actually call you back. I like the design. Depends on how well we click. Oh, here we got a an OC submitted by a friend that put her Vtuber into my last Smasher Pass. So this time she's adding, or she submitted Dr. Jackie von Gilgamesh, Barbarian. Like, talked with her a bit about it, where she's like a mad scientist kind of character. I kind of like that. Not too bad. The patchwork on the jacket definitely catches my eye and definitely falls in line with a barbarian aesthetic, especially for a D&D setting. Scars, I don't see enough scars on people. Nothing wrong with scars. They tell a story of what you've been through. I like them. The red eyes definitely pop out of the color palette that they've chosen. Like it. But where would they actually land? Wants to see. I know with Princess's VTuber, that would definitely rate higher. Next up, Erin? Yes. The best otter. Good lord. I am jealous of all of her art. I love that bikini she's got. The spaghetti straps around the hips. The little bow. And another character with a scar. I love it. Yes. Yes, yes. She makes it into the invitation for harem. I don't consider myself a furry, but I would. I would. Yes. No question. Ghost Rider. Another pit crew. And I do like this. It's fairly sensitive, but yet there's more to the character that you can just tell by looking at them, and there's not really... I'm not sure how to phrase it. I am totally drawing a blank with what I wanted to phrase that as. I do like the sensitive angle. I do want to know that a partner I'm with can handle some rough stuff, so when they lean super hard into the sensitive angle, it makes me a little nervous, but that is something you discuss, like, before you actually smash. So where am I going to throw my moderator? I'm not too sure. I'm gonna might actually call you back. It depends on how fun we can actually get. 'Cause I do like sensual stuff. I like more stuff than that, though. Next up, Haru or Kaida. I'm not sure which character name they used with this one, but that's a cute fucking furry, and I would fuck that cute furry. I would. I want to see what's under that jacket. Yo, what that jacket do? The collar I'm not super big on. That's like, why does it need to be that spiky? And that's like the only part of the design that spikes. So the collar really draws me out of it. And I mean, it's going to keep me from necking you. So get rid of the collar and you'll be higher on the tier list. But yeah, I would give you a booty call. For sure. Who we have next? Humble Hedgehog. Fairly standard design, not too different from the original Sonic, but certainly different colors chosen and added glasses. And I'm gonna be honest, I'd, if he was an adult, I'd fuck Sonic. He's 16. You don't fuck him. But I know Humble's over 18. Where? Hmm. With just that design that's fairly standard, that doesn't really jump out to me too much with showing off too much of the personality of the character. It's really hard to tell. At the very least, once to see. We'll see how fun that is. See where it leads. Jace Thickkin. This is their a Gengar OC of theirs. I did want to use the other one they submitted, but it was cropped of art. That's a good picture though. If you haven't seen it, you should look it up. But with this design, like, you can't tell which gender they are. I'm just going with non-binary for this character. Because, like, they could femboy, they could be a tomboy. It's so hard to tell. But what I can tell is Smash. That's definitely a Smash. I'm leaning towards... Actually. Platonic partner. That's somebody I would be spending a decent amount of time with. And smashing. You know, the best kind of friends. Who we got next? Correda. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm getting super Yandere vibes. I'm gonna be honest, Yandere is not my thing. I support your journey. They're definitely leaning into the Halloween with the Michael Myers mask. I would like to see what's under that jacket, because I'm not sure what that is in the chest, but I do like that. Are those broken horn? I gotta look into this person, check him out some more. But I'm not into smashing with blood play or knife play. Again, I support your journey. Would I cuddle though? Hmm. 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 I don't know. This one I'm actually having trouble because looks like good booba, but the bloody knife. It. How can I phrase this to put it delicately? Blood make dick go soft. That'll do that. Cuddles. Yeah. Yeah, I would cuddle. If you can talk me into it, I'll cuddle. Next up is Len. They did submit two, but I should probably grab the other one. But I'm gonna be honest, I lean towards femme, so I'm just gonna stick with your femme avatar, because it's gonna give you the best chance. Another shy person. I the shy is cute. Oh, they got painted nails too. I should do some painted nails. That's something I haven't really done. And something I should definitely do for my VTuber. The choker, I am such a sucker for chokers. Like, oh my god. Smash. This definitely looks like a person I would tie up. I love the sleeveless hoodies. Blue hair, I am always a sucker for blue. The blue eyes. The plush. Cute ears. I'm gonna... Where am I gonna put you, Len? Where, oh, where? Booty call. I'm just a sucker for that blue hair. The vibrant blue. That was the first real color I ever dyed my hair, so I've got a personal bias towards it. And that punk aesthetic. And moving on to the next one. Lucy! Another one of my moderators. I'm gonna be honest, I fucking love the frilly bikini looks. And then she's also got that devil tail. Really nice long horns that work great as handlebars. Trust me, I have experience. Does she have fangs? She does have fangs. Oh, cat ears. Right. She's like a cat girl devil. Lucy is short for Lucifer. I know that much. I also know platonic partner. Oh. No, actually she gets the invite to the harem. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for blondes. What can I say? I'm gay. Maddie Boysen. I do think this is a Halloween costume for them, but I am here for it. I am so here for this. The mini skirt, the asymmetrical top with the side tie, showing off the midriff. I fucking love that. Thigh highs, devil wings, choker, little horns. That's pink, purple eyes. Yeah, purple. That's what I thought. That I'm a sucker for purple eyes too. And not just because of that one YouTube channel. Yeah, she's getting the platonic partner. They are getting the platonic partner. Bad Bradley. Don't get canceled for misgendering. Mystic. I've known Mystic for a bit, and I love their outfit. Like, how often do you actually get to see a cute ass orc femboy? There are not enough orcs. I should have been an orc. Because there are quite a few succubi. But I mean, I am not rebranding now. I'm having way too much fun. The light blue eyes, the earring. I love this crop top that shows off the navel. And I believe this is a skirt. Ah, fuck me. Is there any doubt? Is there any question? The green skin, it just does it for me. Ooh, Nico Kobayashi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The black hair with that goes into the vibrant pink. I fucking love that. Such a sucker for black primary and pink secondary. Oh, she looks like they look like they would be a lot of fun to go clubbing with. I, this is clearly done in VR. I need to join them in VR. They have a belly button ring. They do. The little bell. Good God, they're cute. Depending on how it goes, Kobayashi can go higher. No question. Next up, novella. Ooh. I do appreciate getting these reference pages so that I can actually get a good look at the full design. And I really like this design. These are actually pretty unique for horns from what I've seen from other devil, demon, succubus VTubers. The outfit as well. Oh, that's a transparent tight top. It goes to fingerless gloves. And she's got like a did they have pronouns in this? No, it's just about color and aesthetic. Okay, that's fine. Wait, those are metal horns? That's so fucking metal. Smash. Of course, I love short skirts, the fishnet thigh highs. I love those boots, but I just hate stringing them myself. But they look so good. Bangs, of course. Ayo, what that tongue do? Slit pupils? Just like me. I do like the split pupil design. It's got a special spot for me. Now where is Novella gonna go? I gotta throw them into platonic partner. I like that design. I want to know what that tongue do. Super cute panties. Next up, Observer Andrea. I do like this dress that she has. Oh no, that's a separate top from the dress. I didn't know that. Or top from the skirt. Blouse? Yes. The different expressions. Oh, that one's really cute. I do really also appreciate that the side view includes the arm and doesn't include the arm. That is very nice. I love that the top has like a sparkle kind of sparkle, or like the kind of sparkle to it. It makes me think of the starry night sky when I look at it. And I love the night sky. I can't deny that. Okay, so those are hair clips in there. The orange eyes. I do like her design. This is about design, but I am so influenced by. Oh, hiding. Nico got the booty call. No, I announced it, but I still should show it off. Andrea. Andrea. Having talked with her, that does heavily influence it. I do lean towards people that I can click with. Gotta say, I like it. I like it. Like her. She's friendly. But where do I put her? I'm gonna give her the platonic partner. I'm biased, I'm influenced, and that's okay. Next up, Orphan. Oh, good lord. Like, I wanted to look at this design so much in this last little bit, but I did also want to kind of leave it to not look into the specific details till I was on stream. And holy shit, does he put so much detail into his models. And yes, he made this himself, as far as I know. The fracturing on the skin. I believe that's a tattoo on his stomach. Not sure what that's going over him. It's kind of like a cloak or something. But I gotta pick his brain about how he did that mantle. What those hands do. What those hands do. I do love, oh, 2 sets of horns. I love that. I do overall love the design, but I don't really vibe with the, well, Orphan's not really the yandere type. He does lean into the unhinged type, which kind of does take me out of it for the smashy passy. But where would I put him? Let's once just to see. I do know the unhinged thing is a character he plays. I have had a good conversation with him. This is about the aesthetic, the design, and I'm attracted, but I'm not sure how into it I would fully be. So I would want to try and see where he lands. Ooh, Pentafox. Not gonna lie, I've been pretty inspired by her art. Their art. I don't know. I know so many queer people. I just cannot assume anyone. I do believe this is 2 versions of the same character. I don't honestly know. I'm going to assume they're both one. And it's like alternate forms or something. Mood changes. I definitely lean towards the left one. I like that goth vibe. But I do want to know she's into it, so I do get dragged back to the right. Her tattoos. Yeah, the tattoos are lining up. I cannot decide which of these 2 I prefer. Goth IHOP. Oh my god. I, I, I can't. I can't. I must. Penta, you get the invitation. Oh my god. And please keep doing your art. I love seeing it. Praxis. She's such a cutie. I am so goddamn biased towards her. Like, just from this picture and her design alone. The trans colors, the bi colors. Fucking look at me. If I wasn't attracted to her, I would be lying. Plus, I've seen her spicy art, so I know I'm really attracted to her. It's always fun when they're also a top. But holy shit, there are not enough tops in the world. The great top shortage. What can you do? What can I do, though? I'm gonna invite Praxis to the harem. That's for sure. You cat walking around? Oh, Gotham, you wanna leave the room now? Well, too fucking bad. I'm not standing up. Yes, I gave Praxis the invite to the harem. She is always welcome. Holy shit. Especially love that this shows off the navel. Ah, she's cute. Princess Aria? I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but hey. I like those thigh highs. Go up like with the garter. I am a bit of a sucker for a garter. I do wonder what those wings are made out of. I also really like this style for their dress. Is it? I'm not sure. Where it's like open in the front so you can show off your legs. But it does still serve the purpose of a dress. I like her horns too. Going straight up. I need to get a better look. Okay, so they've got mostly black hair with some white strands. I think some other colors are in there as well. I like this tattoo right below their eye. And it looks like other... Is that a tattoo? I'm going to assume those are tattoos. And I'm also going to assume this is a tail coming over the head. I like this. I do want to see where this design keeps going. It's a good design, and I want to see more. Especially if you got that spicy art, let me know. I like to keep a collection. Now, as for the tier list, where am I going to put you, princess? Um, Definitely once just to see, depending on how it goes. You probably might go higher. Ooh, Red Cobra. Haven't really taken a real good look up close at his... Don't mind me, I'm just confirming their pronouns. His, yes, that's what I thought. He's such a friendly dude. If you don't know Red Cobra, you should. He's awesome. I really love his tattoo up his arm. That is one thing that has always stood out to his design, or stood out from his design for me, but I haven't really had the chance to look up close at the head. And now that I can, I do like it. It's got that friendly smile. I'm not sure if those are tattoos or whatnot, but I'm glad they're there. Black sclera's you actually don't see too often. I know there have been a few, and I haven't really mentioned it a whole lot, but I do like them. They stand out. The red eyes definitely stand out. Maybe, perhaps, yellow or orange eyes might be a slightly better choice for you. But I also really like the white hair with the red tips. Oh, fuck. His design is not over complex, but it's It's enough to keep you thinking, keep you looking around. And Daddy. Daddy gets a booty call. You okay with being called Daddy? I don't know. I should ask. Ooh, red-eyed armor. She is such a goddamn cutie. I love that braid. It just keeps going. I did request safer work, and I mean, I asked lewd tubers. This, I'm pretty sure this is safer work. My stream's not cut out yet, so that's good news. God damn it, and she has the tan lines. And the convenient censorship with the bandages, the winking. Ah, fuck. She really is the hottest armor around. They? They are the hottest piece of armor around. Yep, they're going right up to the top tier. I can't deny it. It's so fitting for Halloween, which is when this is recorded, but it's not really going to be, it's going to be after Halloween when it actually comes out, so. Oh well. Still. I need to see more red-eyed armor art, and I've seen plenty, but I want to see more. Like 100%. Rilla Raven. I don't know if we've really interacted too much before they entered this Smasher Pass, but I'm glad they did. The corset, I fucking love. The one earring, offsetting from the asymmetrical hairstyle, which is black that leads into purple, and her bright purple eyes really pop out from her design. What is that? The clavicle tattoo? Oh, I would definitely smash. More than once. Next up we have, ooh, Digitamer Riley. She a friend. And like, I love, excuse me. I love the highlights in her hair. And the two-tone hair color, I'm a sucker for two-toned hair color. Those gloves, the digivice, the plaid, that just 100% I know they're gay. Because they got the open plaid, the gloves, the boots. And I've talked to her. Oh, she is such a sweetheart. I'm actually going to be streaming with her tomorrow, too. Now, she did threaten that if I rate low, she's gonna let me have it on our stream. So obviously, I can't be biased. I have to go with the truth. I cannot fake anything. I will not lie. No, she gets platonic partner. I fucking love her. She's such a sweetheart. And honestly, I love this design. Got that nerd, it's got that outdoorsy vibe too. And apparently she can time travel, so that's pretty awesome. The expressions though, I can't get enough of them. Smash, 100%. 100%. Hey, next. Rock the Reaper. Very interesting design. I'm guessing that rib cage is not their actual rib cage because it looks like it's over the clothes, and they've got that over the shoulder jacket. I like that. I want to do that for one of my future designs, but I'm not at that point with my skill sets yet. Feathery collar. I do like hooded people. Maybe it was being influenced by Assassin's Creed. Who knows? I think they could use a little more belts, but that's just a personal preference of mine. I play Final Fantasy, so don't cancel me. The tall collar, I do like. But nothing really jumps out to me as really sexually grabbing. It's a great design, but it doesn't inspire smash to me. That said, invite to harem. No. I would wants to see. Because they're not giving the unhinged vibe completely. They do have that edgy vibe. I mean, how can you not? The design is black and red. But it still is not leaning into unhinged, just potentially edgy. Next up, shade. That is literally the biggest image they had. I mean, somebody had to get past, so thank you. I want to critique the design, but I can't really see the design. It's got a hood. It's yellow on white. It's so hard to tell with that. Well, thanks for entering. Love you. Okay, 10 dead bunnies. Oh my god. Fuck. Gay. Good lord, I've got such a thing for bunnies. What don't I have a thing for? Oh right, unhinged. The fucking tube top. I'm going to guess that's a mini skirt. The cute little tail. I really love Bun's eyes. Like they're rainbow and they stand out. Especially with the pink and white design. And that the design is down the half. Oh my god, I would smash so much. You could say we'd smash like rabbits. Drops from 2 viewers to 1. Invitation to harem. Yeah, I need to. I need to. Fun. Please accept that invite. I know you will, but please accept that invite. Vice the Tiefling. I know there's a couple bigger tieflings, but there's not enough tieflings. There needs to be more. I do like the pink hair and horns that lead into the red horns. Spiky ears. I do have a thing for long tongues and piercings and glasses and pointy ears and tieflings and devils, furries. So yes, I would smash. I would smash 9 times. At least. Booty call. Ooh, Vivian. Yeah. I do wish the background had a color so that it would be easier to have your chest stand out, but I am, at least I personally am able to parse it out a bit. I'm a fucking sucker for the heart on the chest. I don't know if you can tell that. Is that an actual booba window, or is it looks like that's just same design as your gloves and your legging? I want to see your view. I want to see your model VRM. Like, I want to move it around. I want to see what's actually visible, because it looks like your head's floating. And it looks kind of like your legs are too. I need to dive into Vivian lore. Everyone does. Look at her. Them. Look at them. Another with the tattoo under the eye. Purple hair. Again, sucker for purple. I need to see more of Vivian. 100% I need to see more. Question. Where am I going to place her? I'm gonna go with platonic partner. Maybe more. Who knows? I think we're on to the last but not least. Yuzu Koga. Oh, I fucking love her design. This art that she's gotten. I believe she's going through a rebranding right now. The Vtuber previously known as Nico-chan VT. Going by Yuzu Kogo right now. I just love this. That heterochromia, purple and pink? Yes, it is. A nice choker. It definitely stands out. The booba. Oh my god. I believe this is going to be her live 2D as well. So, like, holy shit. I cannot wait to see that animated. I'm sure she can't either, but I want to see it. I want to see more art of Yuzu. Everybody should. Oh, fuck. I'm such a sucker for showing the shoulders. Again, the purple hair. She switched from Nico to Fox, I believe. If I am wrong, please correct me. But yeah, I'm gonna say smash. You already knew that answer if if you check out my art on Twitter. But where am I going to place her on the tier list? Who knows? Who knows? I know. I know very much. She gets an invite to the harem. Jeez, that wraps it up. That was everybody. At least everybody that I saw on the main tweet. I may still have forgotten people because I'm bad. But this video needed to be made. The world had to know who I would fuck. And 2 people that I wouldn't immediately fuck? That's not good enough. I'm not a good enough succubus. I don't make the rules, that's just the way it is. But I am coming to an end with my stream. Oh, yeah, I'm still showing that off. Nice. Go me. I am so smart. Whoop-a-doo. Oh, fuck, I really love that, what's it? The scene transition, that was it. Alrighty. It is time for me to boop off and go do IRL shit. I don't like doing IRL stuff, but I have to because I'm an adult. Thanks for coming in, or coming by, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun. I'm not sure when the VOD or the video will be out, but the VOD's always out on YouTube. That's one of the reasons I switched over there. But have a great day, everyone. And remember, if you can't be the sharpest tool in the